Good evening, everyone. Jeff Pistola with you for Filming Footy as we're about to take in tonight the night of nights here in the Hills Football League. Of course, male medal. Joined here with Benny Goldfinch and Jaden J. Benny?
Pistol's looking forward to it. People are already arriving, so Jaden and I will head out shortly and get their thoughts on the big night of Hills Footy.
Fantastic. And Jaden J. Hill, good to see you, my man. And no doubt the stats tonight, as far as the votes go, will decide who wins the major prize.
Yes, for sure, correct, Pistols. Yes, looking forward to it. Should be a great night.
So we're looking forward to about 230 to 240 people in here tonight of all the clubs. You can see the individual tables in the background. So the calm before the storm here, boys. But what are we expecting tonight? A close count?
Close count, Pistols, Div 1 and Country Division. So I think we've got the Div 1 coming up. And we've got the sponsors, of course, Pistols. Very important for tonight's stream. Who have we got?
Yeah, absolutely, because Archie's, Dartfish, Closey's Supermarket, Sharon, Sports Power, Mount Barker, the Courier newspaper, Sports Centre, and of course Work Locker Mount Barker, the naming rights sponsors of the Hills Football League. All great businesses that support community football, Jaden.
Yes, for sure. So, yeah, thank you for their support. And like Goldie said, it'll be a good night and some close counts across all grades, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And mentioning that, because with the senior count, we have the male medals, which are given for the A grade, of course, in the Country Division and Division 1. But also we'll be recognising the junior best and fairest winners from the other night, which were held on Monday. You were there, Jaden?
Yes, I was there. A great night, and great to recognise all the junior footballers that did a great job again this year.
And, of course, the Courier Cup winners will be recognised. 2 special presentations for Player Life members attaining 250 A-grade games in the Hills Football League, which automatically gets you to be a Life member, so there'll be a special induction to them. The Club Championship Shields, of course, the Senior and Junior Coach of the Years, which is always a great thing for a particular coach to win, Ben.
Very much so. Dale Leichner's won it previously as NAN coach, so, yep, that'll be very interesting to see who gets it tonight for Country and Div 1.
And, of course, the various goal-kicking awards throughout the season. Some good tallies and some good goals kicked. The C-grade count will be held, then the B-grade count, and then the senior women's, because the women being involved for the second time in a row, which is great to see the women. They used to previously have their own separate function, but it's great to see them being involved in the Greater Hills Football League community, Jade.
Yeah, for sure. And Elliot Haylock from Blackwood Green won it last year. So, yeah, a good count last year, and I'm sure it will be the same this year. So.
Yeah, it's had 6th season of the HFLW competition. It's going from strength to strength, so it'll be interesting to see who emerges with the spoils. The umpires vote there. And as I said, then we'll have the country A-grade votes, followed by the Division 1 A-grade votes. So plenty to come here tonight here at the Hills Football League presentations.
Yep. Now we're going to some of the great highlights from the season. Pistols, of course, we did the Call It a While with Filming Footy and Dartfish this year, so we'll go to those footage, get us underway. So welcome to the Hills Football League male medal count for 2024.
Here he is carrying the ruck strength. So we're underway, 2024 Hills Football League. Trusting Day playing for a cause here. Not only 2 points on the offer, but raising money for pancreatic cancer. First, as umpire Jason Wren holds the ball aloft, so we're underway here. Holds the ball aloft. We're underway. High leap there was by Hindman.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea.
Back in the middle, Giles, he had a big lion-hearted performance today in the ruck.
So Daniel Wood puts the ball out here, direction of 9. Dorf over top. That's a good contested mark taken there by Cam. Here finds Josh Penny. So outstanding young Mount Lofty Junior. Josh goes underground, finds Gonzalez, the speedy one.
And the toe right on the siren, unloads a barrel. And that's gone through for a point, but it's no score because it's after the siren, and that's a comfortable win there for Gamaraka. 12-12 to 6-4 against Meadows.
Lockie Peter, most effective player of the day. Congrats on the win. Just take us through it.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Mate, worst day to play footy.
Kicked 3 goals today and also got low snag of the day for that, that third goal in particular, crucial point, and also won most effective player of the day with the Dartfish beanie and also the thongs as well. Congrats on your performance, Frank.
No, thank you. It wasn't an easy day, but it was good. Boys fought out well and, got the job done.
Okay, back here live at the Old Mill in Harndorf. The calm before the storm at the moment because, people just starting to filter in for the presentations here later on, of course, the male medal counts. And just interesting, boys, looking at some of those highlights there, just takes back some of the great games we've been lucky enough to call this year on the Call of the Wild.
Yeah, for sure. There was some absolutely cracking games this season. Obviously some close ones, some blowouts, what you get in Hills footy and country footy, but it was great standard again. And yeah, some great highlights, Goldie.
Very much so. Obviously, Hardorf dominating in Div 1, but Nambour United starting to come into it. Mount Barker as well. Mount Lofty still involved, so that should be an interesting final series coming up to finish off with. In Country Division, I mean, one of the closest seasons we've had so far. Torrens Valley bottom, but other than that, it was very close competition in Country Division.
I think another one of the great aspects of Hills football is the changing conditions, as we saw out there, some of the games early in the season. Obviously, nice, dry grounds, and as we get into the winter months, of course, the mud comes in, which sort of makes it unique. And of course, spring just arrived, so we can expect the finals perhaps be played again on grounds that are a bit more solid. But just one of the great levellers in Hills football compared to a lot of other competitions around the state, the changing nature of the conditions.
Oh, very much so. With the muddy conditions, we didn't have too much heavy tracks this season due to the weather, but yeah, that's the beauty of Hills footy, isn't it? And speaking of which, I think we've got some top marks coming up shortly, Pistols, on the Hills Football League Division 1 and Country Division male medal night, and we're going to, Pistols and I and Jaden will be heading out also shortly and having a chat to some of the coaches, so stay tuned to that. The ball towards the half-forward line. Benia is the target, and he takes a strong mark. You can just take a little
time of week when I throw my cares away.
Kick inside 50, home over the top.
Days when I get to see my foot aside play. The boys and girls on my team never yielding, chasing that premiership dream.
Big American
that
Lachlan takes the mark up.
Watch them run, chase and give their all in the quest to win that important ball. I'll be there for every kick, mark, tackle and goal, and support them when the knocks take a toll. Doesn't matter if I'm a rabbit, devil, a buckaroo, a brooker, or from the woods. My team will always come up with the goods. So with the team that fills my heart with pride, let's buckle up and enjoy the Hills football ride, the Hills football ride.
Welcome back again to the Old Mill in Hahndorf, as I said in the prelude to the 2024 male medal counts and presentation night here for the Hills Football League. Jeff Pistola, Jane J. Hill and Benny Goldfinch with you, and some good action there, boys.
Very much so, Pistols. I think we got
just as I said before, it takes you back to some of the great passages of play, etc. Marks, goals.
Yeah, we've got some goals coming up shortly as well. Some great marks involved this season. I think Kobe Koshel took an absolute ripping mark from Mount Barker against Blackwood at Hanson, formerly Hanson Oval in Mount Barker, obviously, and another ripper from Birdwood player in the Country Division game. So we had some great marks.
Can I just say, with the goals of the year, do you think the guys, once we instigated the Snag of the Day award, that some of the players each week were trying to outdo each other and want to, because they all get hungry and they wanted the voucher, and we've got to thank Lowe's Meat Company for that.
I think they had the Snag of the Day also in the Adelaide Footy League as well.
They did. See, they picked up on our idea where we like to be trendsetters up here in the hills. So.
Yes, they loved it, the Snag of the Day. I remember going interviewing some players, and they obviously it was quick competition, the Snag of the Day. So
and what we're hoping for next year is actually, because the marks, which we're going to see shortly.
Oh, we've seen the marks.
For the marks, perhaps we can get BFC or some of the sponsors have the catch of the day next week or something like that. So we'll just see how that goes. But
and your thoughts on tonight's count, Jaden? Obviously, you took a keen eye on the stats this year, thanks to Dartfish. Who are some leading maybe contributors in their Div 1 based on the stats for the season?
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah, thanks Darfish for contributing with the stats this year. It's been fantastic, and yeah, 486 disposals is what Brett Turner had from Achunga, so he's definitely one to look out for. Obviously, with the win-loss ratio with Achunga, it'll be interesting to see if that plays a part as well. And Jacob Collins also had 466 disposals this year as well, and had 48 in the last round. So it'll be interesting to see, if that plays a part as well, and I'm sure he will, poll quite highly in the count.
How good was it having the stats this year for you personally to look
Fantastic.
over matches?
Yeah, I loved it. I loved having the stats and doing the analysis and everything like that. It was great to have. So yeah, thank you Dartfish again, and yeah, it was great for the clubs as well to have a look at some stats as well. So.
It was probably good for you because the fact is you were still alive, Jane, but you'd gone to heaven. Fantastic.
Speaking of heaven, let's have a look at some of the best
some of the
goals
great
of
goals
season,
that featured this year on the Call of the Wild. So we'll be back shortly.
The time of week when I throw my cares away. Today's when I get to see my foot-aside play. The boys and girls on my team never
I think Lewis did a good job on me in the initial game, just lost concentration then. You can see how good Brett Turner is.
Oh, that dream.
Yeah, just popped out the back
There's
and
a chance to
Watch them run, chase and give their all. In the classroom where
That is a
that important ball.
Wow. Fantastic finish by Cobley. Back-to-back goals.
I'll be there for
forward.
every kick, mark,
Here's
tackle,
Conley,
and
cleverly
goal.
taps
And
onto
support him
himself.
when the knocks take
Into a teammate in Dalgleish and he kicks the goal. Champagne footy from the Dogs. They can
Doesn't matter if I'm a rabbit devil, a buckaroo, a brooker, or from the woods. My team will always come up with the goods. So with the team that fills my heart with pride, let's buckle up and enjoy the Hills football ride, the Hills football ride.
welcome back. Hahndorf Old Mill here. Fantastic highlights there, Jaden, of some of the great goals and marks of 2024 season. And this is obviously what the Div 1 Country Division and the senior women are going for tonight. It's the Sunday Male Medal. How beautiful is that? Look at that.
Yeah, how good does that look? That
we'll
looks
hold
unreal.
that up to the camera there.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff.
There you go.
And I think previously the winners of the male medals also get a trip around the Adelaide Oval on SANFL Grand Final Day. I'm not sure if that's still happening.
Oh,
but
that'd be fantastic.
That'll be
if they
fantastic.
Do. Yeah,
so
for sure.
Obviously some leading contenders tonight. Who are some players that you think, in say Div 1, who will be in the mix?
Yeah, well, I think spoke about Brett Turner and Jacob Collins, but yeah, Tyson Hone definitely is one as well. Ed Smart from Onkaparinga Valley, Peter Bampton from Lobethal, Dylan Wimpress and Damon Hill. Yeah, there's quite a few that.
Yep.
What about you, Goldie?
Well, Country Division, if we're looking at that, obviously Sam Hanna has won 3 male medals in a row. He's going for a 4th, which is pretty incredible.
Unreal, wouldn't it?
Dylan Weaver also in the mix for Gumaraka. If you look at Birdwood, who are in the prelim this Saturday, they've got Fraser Garrick, their big ruckman, Brett Ansell, Kangarilla, I suppose their midfield with Tyler Virgo and Joel Harvey-Frill. Macclesfield, they've got a few talented players obviously in the mix. Nat Ryan, Isaac Lallard, Dodson. So and then Torrens Valley, even though they finished outside the 5, they'd have a few contenders as well, you'd feel, with Nick Ingram and Dylan Rowe.
Well, Nick Ingram just won the best and fairest for Torrens Valley on
Very
the weekend.
much so.
Yeah, there you go. Could be contender.
Fantastic. And the senior women's count, you take obviously an interest in that this season. Who are some people that you think could be in the mix for that?
Well, Arj Jericho from Mount Lofty, she had another great season, the former SANFLW player, and past winners, Rachel Plummer and also Arabella Prowse, they're also in the running tonight. So I reckon it's going to be a very, very close count tonight in the women's.
All right. Well, we are going to throw to a break now, and then I reckon we go roaming, Jaden,
Yep,
because
awesome.
people are starting to
Sounds good.
roll here at the Old Mill. So
Yep.
we'll hit the road and have a chat to some people as they come here to the
Fantastic.
2024 HFL Male Medal Night.
Awesome.
Welcome back, 2024 HFL Male Medal Night, live from the Old Mill in Harndorf, and a great privilege, first up, joined by HFL President Travis Lynn. Travis, thanks for joining us firstly.
No worries, thanks for having me.
Your thoughts on tonight's Night of Nights in the Hills Footy League? Good season so overall?
Season's been brilliant. We've been blessed with really good weather during the season, so we had a couple of weeks there it was wet, but most of it has been nice and dry. The ovals have been good. Footy's been fantastic in the final series. How good's that been so far? So it's been really good. And tonight, yeah, the room looks amazing. Old Mill have done fantastic. Sam's done a lot of hard work into it as well, and then you guys being here as well just tops it off. So thanks heaps for that, and yeah, good night.
Fantastic. Now, this is your first year as HFL President. How have you found it? Got a good team around you, obviously?
Yeah, the board's been very supportive, right? But all the people in clublands have been fantastic as well. Like, they're all there. They want to better the league and all that. And I think we've gone a long way of doing that this season. Like, it's been really exciting. I've enjoyed it.
Now, in terms of the different competition, we've got just people who might have tuned in, not sure in the Hills Footy League before, Country Division and the obviously the Division 1 competitions. Just can you tell us a little bit about the Country Division and then the Div 1 in terms of the vibe of the community aspect?
Yeah, so the country division's more normally the smaller towns and all that, and they're on the outskirts of the bigger towns and stuff like that. But in terms of that, like it's a good community country vibe out there. Like, I've played a lot of my football out there, as you know. They're really good people out there. Then good footballers come from out there. And Div 1's more your mainstream bigger towns and stuff like that they've got like a lot more kids and stuff like that. So they've got all the good footballers that come up from Adelaide night. They've got a freeway that's close by to them all. But yeah, we're looking for a really good night and some good footballers in here as well. So.
Fantastic. We've got the senior women's count coming up. It's all happening. Thanks very much, Travis, for joining us. We're going to continue on with the roaming now, and we'll just take a break. Back with more from the 2024 Hills Football League male medal count here from the Old Mill in Harndorf.
For Old Mill 2024 male medal count, and here with Nan Bremer coach Dale Eichner. Dale, how you going?
Pretty good, thanks. Yeah, thanks for having a chat, and it's good to be here tonight because it is a special day and evening for the league. So hope all goes well.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously, how have you seen Nan Bremer's season so far? Obviously, being the hunted this season. How have you found it?
Look, really rewarding actually. I mean, we started off the year. Most of the year we played 8 or 9 guys out of the last year's premiership side. Found a way to win. The kids have really developed, the young ones that have come through. And, you know, we're in the same position as last year, to the T actually, same losses, same wins. Turn up on the same second semi-final and see what we can do. So very, very happy with the year.
Yeah, for sure. And, Dylan Wimpress and Damon Hill have been good. They might be in the running tonight. Tell us a bit about them and their seasons.
Extremely good. Damo's come back to footy. Had a year off last year. Coached him back at Torrens Valley days, and great lad, great family, and just wanted to get back into footy and enjoy his footy. And pretty obvious this year that he's had a really good year. He's loving it. Got a couple of young kids now and a family, and really enjoying playing his footy at the Nan. So Dylan's been top up at the Crows all year. Got some league games this year, which I'm so happy for him. He's done the work. He's improved all the time. So, you know, he plays a different role for us now. I think it was you guys were halfway through last year, I reckon, the summit in the rain one day, and shifted him into the middle. And since that day, he's actually been extremely good for us. So.
Yep, and obviously he's been up there in inside 50 count just about every game this season. So it's given your forwards enough purchase of the footy, and one of them being Josh Dodd.
Josh Dodd's sort of sneaks under the radar a lot. I love how he plays his footy. He's hard at it. His tackle count's always up high. Just enjoys his footy, doesn't say a lot. Pretty much just gets into it, and his actions are all pretty much on the field, and I just love what he did on the weekend especially. A real pressure game with wind and stuff, and he stood up and come to the fore, so it was really good.
Yeah, for sure. 36 disposals. Had a great game, and just moving forward to this weekend against Harndorf, bit of deja vu.
As I said, same wins, same losses, second semi-final, back again, and hey, look, hopefully same result. The guys trained super well last night. Really enjoyed it. It was fantastic. So really looking forward to the weekend.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Dale, and good luck on the weekend and good luck for tonight as well. Thank you very much.
I'll see you on Saturday, mate.
Cool. We'll keep going with some of the roaming stuff.
Welcome back, Harndorf Old Mill, and we've got the great privilege of joined by two-time male medalist from Kersbrook, Brad Pearce. Brad, thanks for joining us. Fond memories of being here?
Yeah, no, a while ago now, a long time ago, but yeah, no, it's always a good night.
And you've got obviously a good rich history at Kersbrook with male medalists, Kane Powers, the Scott boys as well, James, so yeah. Good, strong culture down at Kersbrook in terms of premiership success and male medal success.
Yeah, no, I reckon, I don't know what the stats are, but I couldn't imagine any clubs having more male medalists than us over the last 30 years, I guess. So, yeah, for some reason we always seem to poll well.
What do you love most about the Kersbrook Footy Club? Obviously your dad's coaching the Bees this year, which you're involved with. You're praying with your brother. Strong family cultures. Yeah, what do you love about the Kersbrook Footy Club?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's a real good family club, and I guess as we're all getting older now, there's a lot of kids around, and just best mates for life. Like, we've played juniors together right up through the senior ranks. So yeah, just all just sticking together and spending the weekend together, I guess.
How's it been this year? Because you played a bit of A's last year and a bit of reserves, but mainly all B's this season. How's that been, playing with your brother Nathan and being coached by the legend that is Kim Pearce, over 500 games that he's played?
Yeah, he's been more of a team manager this year. It's I think we've gone through over 60 players just in the B grade, so it's always good just to run around with your brother and a few close mates as well. But yeah, I couldn't train at all really this year, so stuck in the Bs, but happy to help out where I can.
Made another grand final, so looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, it was good. Like I said, we've been through that many players. Some weeks we were close to forfeiting. I was struggling that much, and to get through the GF, come together at the right time.
Obviously, the A's missing out, getting into the big one, but the juniors are going well at Kersbrook. What do you put that down to?
A lot of hard work, I think. We had a period there where we didn't have any juniors, or we had one team, two teams. It's a lot of hard work from a lot of people ringing around. Got a bit of a connection down the hill too, getting some kids up. So, really real good to see the juniors going strong.
Coach of the year, the junior count the other night was Bailey Wake, so that's fantastic, isn't it? Continuing on that line of what we were talking about before with the Kersbrook culture.
Yeah, no, a couple of the young lads, Jacob Pittman as well, has put his hand up to coaching the juniors. So, good on them for having a go.
Yeah, I'm guessing you might have caught the odd A-grade game this year. Who do you think's in the mix from the Brookers in the male medal count tonight?
We've got a couple that should poll well. Lockie Peter, past winner, and young Tyler Wesley as well, had a really good season. So, yeah, watch out for those guys.
Fantastic. Brad, thanks very much for joining us. Two-time male medalists, and we'll be back more. We're just going to a break now at the 2024 male medal count from the Old Mill in Harndorf.
Welcome back to the Harnoff Old Mill 2024 Male Medal Night, and here with one of the prospects here, Tyson Hone. Thanks for being on, Tyson.
Yeah, it's good. It's a nice venue here at the Old Mill, and a good setup, so it should be a good night.
Yeah, and obviously I think you're one of the front runners. Who do you think are some of the contenders tonight?
Well, I reckon Collins from Lobe and Tim Parno are going to be up there. I reckon they've, by the looks, they've both had pretty good years. So yeah, I think they'll be up the top. Hard to beat.
Yeah, for sure. So what is it about playing against those guys? What are you think their attributes that you like seeing and that?
Well, Collins is very, very damaging by foot. He's racks up plenty of possessions as well, so one you always got to look out for. And Tim Parno, he's pretty skillful with the ball, so yeah, another one you just got to keep your eye out on the footy field. They can cut you up a bit. So.
And how have you seen your season, mate? Being in the best players quite regularly, just how have you seen your season?
Yeah, I thought my season's been pretty good, pretty consistent. But yeah, I've had a lot of good teammates to have me back in and help me along the way. Very, very selfless players in the group, which is good. So, but yeah, not too bad this year, which is happy days.
Yeah, and how has it been second year under Coach Borden?
Yeah, really good. He's great coach, great to work with, great communicator, and along with all the other coaching staff that's in the A grade, they're just really good. They've been great this year to help me get better in my personal development as well. But yeah, Board's he's good. Gone again next year as well, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I suppose it's been great for you as a young captain. You got Sam Miles and Alex Weeks as well.
Yeah, it's been very handy having those two in the group, both past captains. So nice experience. I've definitely lent on them a fair bit throughout the year for advice because can't get much better help than them two. So.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously a really hard game last Saturday against Nan. Just sort of a bit of recap of last Saturday.
Yeah, no good from us boys. It was conditions was quite intense, very gale winds. But yeah, Nan are a pretty good outfit. Knew it was going to be a tough challenge. They probably just brought a bit more pressure, heat than us. And but yeah, hopefully we'll bounce back this week and get another crack in coming weeks against them. So.
Yeah, for sure, and obviously got Mount Barker this week. They played really good on the weekend. Just what's your thoughts on their game at the moment?
Yeah, they're pretty handy as well. They beat us earlier in the year, so they got as well Samuel Cullens, who's a very damaging player, so they'll be hard to come up against as well.
Yeah, well, thank you for your time tonight, Tyson, and good luck on the weekend and good luck in the count. Thank you very much.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Cheers.
And back to you guys, and I'll keep going with some roaming.
Welcome back, 2024 Hills Football League Male Medal Night from the Old Mill in Harndorf. We continue on. We're having a chat now to Kangarilla President Jared Hurst. Jared, thanks for joining us. Big couple of weeks, well, hopefully coming up for the club. How have you seen the season to date?
Yeah, thanks for having us. Yeah, it's been a little bit of an up and down season, but really even comp. And the boys are starting to come good at the right time of the year, which is really good to see.
And the juniors, good obviously to have that involved, and they're going well through to the grand final in the 17s?
Yeah, under 17s have had an awesome season. The boys have been together for a number of years now under Truey, so playing some really good footy as well. And they're under 14s as well, combined with Mackie this year. Had a tough year, but they enjoyed it, and hopefully we can build on that for next year.
The reserves won the minor premiership, bit of a setback last week, but hopefully for Kangarilla they can win on Saturday.
Yeah, that's it. Not sure if it's a bad thing or not, losing one before the granny, but hopefully it's a bit of a kick in the backside that they need and get back to playing their best footy.
Now the A's, great finals campaign, got into fifth. We're in the top three for a majority of the season. Start to hit their straps, it seems, at the best time of the season. Now got a preliminary final against Birdwood on Saturday. Club's up and about?
Yeah, everyone's pretty excited. Getting a couple of players back late in the season's helped the boys find a bit of form, and I think playing all the way through the finals has been really good for them, not having the week off after getting a win. So yeah.
And change up in coaching department this year. What has that done for the club?
Yeah, it's been awesome having Rod and Daniel on board. Everyone jumped on board straight away behind them. They've got a great reputation and really experienced, and just the structure and footy nous that both of them bring to the club's been really great.
Now, in case people are unsure of the Hills Footy League, Kangarilla, just tell us about the Kangarilla Footy Club in terms of the community aspect of it, because it's like any footy club, it's the heart and soul of the community.
Yeah, definitely. Being a small country town and not having a pub either, it's a bit of a meeting place for the community, so we try and get people in there as much as we can. And yeah, we bring a lot of people in from outside the community as well, people from downtown that want to play country footy. Yeah, find we're a good fit.
Now, on tonight's count, two players that come to mind, obviously Tyler Virgo back at the club this season, his importance, obviously past captain, and Joel Harvey-Frill. What are your thoughts on those two guys' season? And they'd be right up there, I guess, tonight.
Yeah, both real good players. Tyler especially had a really great first half of the year, probably dipped off a little bit in the second half. Joel just had a great consistent year, does the hard stuff, but also does the flashy stuff, and they both finish off in front of goals. So yeah, both in with a shot.
Fantastic, Jared. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll be back more at coverage of the 2024 Hills Football League Country and Division 1 male medal count from the Old Mill in Hahndorf. Thanks, Jared.
Cool. Thanks, Ben.
Welcome back to the Hahndorf Old Mill, and here with Damien Green. Thanks for being on, Damien.
No worries, mate. My pleasure.
Obviously from the Onkaparinga Valley Football Club. How did you see the season from the Bulldogs this season?
Probably not as we hoped. We had a few injuries. We started well, but then throughout the course of the year we probably lost a few key players when you don't really want to. But sort of battled away and finished off not too bad.
And how was it in the group this season? Obviously a bit of a tough year. Just if you can, just take us through what the feeling's like in the group throughout the season.
Yep. We've always been a tight-knit team as a club in a whole, as the A's and the B's. Obviously not as much success on field this year as we hoped, and then sort of parting ways with the coach with 4 games to go. Put everyone together again, so we're just looking forward to next year.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously really good positivity with the juniors as well. Most grades are in the finals, so it's really good for the club. Yeah, it is. I think we've got the 18s, 16s and 14s, possibly the 12s, but I think 18s are a fair chance of going all the way. Yep. And any of the juniors coming up that maybe made their A-grade debut or just in general this season that you really like? Yep. Tyson Eden, he made his debut. He's a forward. I think he's going to be really good. And Lockie Pickett, he's only a first-year player, but I think he'll be a chance of playing A-grade next year. Yeah, for sure. And how did you see your season personally as well, mate? Obviously, you'll poll some votes tonight. Not sure how I got invited, but it's likely my last year. I'll be 37 next year, so I'll probably just have a kick around in the twos. But it was good to get through another year. Yeah, for sure. And obviously, apart from the younger players, who else stepped up, you think, for Onkaparinga Valley Football Club in the A-grade ranks? Having Ed Smart come back. He's obviously played a lot of SFL and was in Melbourne for a while, but he lives back here now, and just his leadership and knowledge about football has been really good. Yeah, for sure. And obviously, his knowledge has been really good. And what sort of, leadership attributes does he bring to the club? It's just about being a leader. You learn it in town, everyone's a leader, so he's tried to get that across to everyone, so it's been good. And lastly, who do you think's in the running for tonight's medal? I would say Sam Callens, possibly, Brett Turner, but they probably didn't win enough games. Either one of them, I'll go. No worries. Well, appreciate your time, Damien, and good luck for tonight, and good luck for next year as well. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. And we'll stay tuned for we'll call the Wilds of the HFL Male Medal night.
Okay, welcome back. Hahndorf Old Mill here, and we're going to talk a bit of HFLW action now. We've got the senior women's count tonight. Holly Aston and Kate Chapman from Mount Lofty. We'll start with Holly, captain of Mount Lofty. Who is your prediction tonight for the senior women's count?
Oh, I mean, I can't go past our one and only Aj Jericho. Outside of Mount Lofty, I do think Arabella Prowse is a good chance. Didn't play quite as many games, but Sarah Campbell always looks very good on field, so I think she'll pole heavy when she plays.
All right, Kate, your thoughts?
Yeah, she's stolen mine, I reckon, as well. I would definitely put Aj Jericho from Lofty. She'll couple votes. Arabella's always a sneaky one. You've got Beth as well from Blackwood, who got best on ground for the grand final, so I think she's probably got a good shot as well.
And another accolade tonight will be the country champs, where the Eastern Zone men and women won that. And of course, both of you represented Eastern Zone in that. How was that experience?
Oh, look, it's an unreal weekend, and, you know, down in Victor, you know, great time. The girls will just get together, we have a lot of fun, and, you know, you wouldn't be able to tell that we're not a team and we're actually playing against each other, you know, when we go back to our community team. So, no, it's a great time, and to get that win after last year was just incredible. So, very proud of everyone, great time.
Kate?
Yeah, I love it every year, getting together as a new team with players that you haven't necessarily ever played before with. I think it's so good, and you've always got one goal in mind, and that's to win, and having the best of the best there is awesome. Yeah, it's a great weekend.
Fantastic. In the grand final, I mean, it had it all, including pouring rain at the end. Gutsy effort from your side.
Yeah, no, look, it was. And I said to the girls after the game, obviously we're really disappointed in the result of a 4-point loss. And I've decided that for my mental health, I'm blaming the rain that came a bit late for us. But what we are really proud of is the process. So we worked really hard all year, and we put ourselves in a position to get to a grand final and to fall 4 points short. Obviously disappointing, but to come up against a team that Blackwood was and to get that close, I'm so proud of. So, yeah.
And Kate, the under-17s getting up, that was obviously good, and one of your fellow players was the coach, so it was a good afternoon overall.
Yeah, it was incredible to be able to see like our young guns get a win and be so dominant all season. It was really great, and to see Alani, one of our teammates, coach them, it was awesome. Yeah.
Fantastic. Kate and Holly, thanks very much for joining us. Stay tuned, exciting times ahead. We've got the HFL male medal count here from the Old Mill in Hahndorf.
Here with Marcus Public. Congratulations on the game, mate. Here, Archie's thong. Mark Nielsen, the most effective player of the day, down back. Well done, Mark.
Get a pair of Archies, just don't mind me here. A pair of Archies for you. 4 goals. Yeah. Great performance. How are you finding it?
Really good win today. Also in memory of your grandfather and Purple Ribbon Day as well. And so here with Adam, well, congratulations, Adam. Well done on the win and your performance.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Here was Sam Bradford from the Coburn Football Club, new recruit, mate. Well played today.
Also here with Kai Tucker, most effective player of the day. Got the beanie and the Archies there. Well done. Here with Ben Biardi. Congratulations, mate. You've won most effective player of the day. So with the Archies and the beanie as well. So back here with Cooper Spry, most effective player of the day. Here with Sam Williams. Congratulations on winning the medal and most effective player of the day. So I'll give you those ones. Lockie Peter, most effective player of the day. Congrats on the win. Just take us through it. Well, congratulations on the win today and your performance, Damien. Just take us through it. Here with Frank Timpano. Kicked 3 goals today and also got low snag of the day.
You're going to win the thongs and the beanie. Jack, tell us about going forward today.
Got the Archies and the beanie there as well. Just take us through your performance. Well, here with Jake Hastings, the Shermanator. Well done, Archer Borden. Well done, mate. Most effective player, Dartfish, beanie and the thongs as well.
We're underway, so good evening everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeff Stoll from the Mount Barker Courier and Filming Footy. My pleasure to be your MC tonight. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Well, an old coach told me once that you can't be a footballer, at least look like one, so I guess if you're going to host, all the rest, You can work out for yourself. Anyway, to be more serious, on behalf of the HFL, I'd like to formally welcome you to the 2024 Mile Medal Counts and Awards presentations. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. For those who might be new to the venue, the toilet facilities are located out through the doors on the left-hand side as I stand. Bar service will be available during the night, but we ask, we venture to the bar, that you respect recipients of the awards by keeping your voices down during any presentations. Also, anyone who's getting awards, once you've received the award, just come down the steps here, and Danny Casalado will be down there to take paparazzi shots, so just be aware of that. We also remind you that tonight is a properly constituted meeting of the Hills Football League, so if you be on your behaviour, because we don't want the president to get his big stick out. And, Alright, and also the event has been globally streamed through filming at footy, so just be aware there may be Benny Goldfinch or J Hill wandering around with a roaming mic and the camera, so yeah, once again, whatever you say will go worldwide. So. Now, apologies. A few apologies just go through them. The Sunday Mail, Norm Marston from the Courier newspaper. Members of Parliament, Rebecca Sharkey, Dan Cregan and Josh T. Commissioners Phil Heinrich, David Feckner and Andrew Oselechner. Life member Owen Lamshed. SNFL Development Officer Monica Partridge. Board members Katie Dunstan and Tim McAvaney. David Thorne from Sheridan Football. And the Bridgewater and Mullane C-grade clubs. So my apologies. But we do have some special guests we must make welcome to. Andrew and Kylie Rowe from Sports Centre, Jane Moran and Glenn Thompson from Community Football, representatives from the Courier newspaper, good read guaranteed they tell me, Bill and Laura Pizzavolis from Sports Power and Mount Barker, medal sponsors, the Blair Hotels through the agency of Alan Tierley, Scott Preble representing the Sturt Football Club, and all the HFL commissioners and live members, a big welcome to them. Must acknowledge the major sponsors, because without them the league cannot function, so we'll just run through those. Sports Centre, here we go, Sports Centre, Courier newspaper, Sheridan Football, Think Road Safety, Sports Power Mount Barker, and of course the naming rights sponsor being Work Locker Mount Barker. Thank you very much for all those sponsors for the support of community football. And also I must thank all the sponsors of the final sign, pretty unique in the South Australian country football scene, the Adelaide or the Hills Football League, because we're one of the few competitions that has a Saturday printed match budget program, so to speak of. So we thank all the sponsors for the advertising who helped that going, and of course the great man Owen mentioned his legacy from 25 years ago. So thank you to everyone who was involved with that for the final siren. Now, 57 years, 57th season that the Mile Medal has been awarded with HFL ranks. Of course, more than 57 medals have been actually awarded. The league running its initial form in 1967 had 3 zones, later become rebadged as divisions. In fact, even more work for the Jewel in 1972-73, there were actually 4 divisions of Hills football. Past Mount Barker great Archie Crompton goes into HFL records as the dual winner of the only medal awarded in Zone 4 in his 2 seasons when playing for the Bremer Football Club. So well done to Archie. It was also an era when the great Brenton Smith, captain and coach of Macclesfield, cast a very big shadow on the then Division 3 competition, becoming the first HFL player in any division to win 3 consecutive medals, 1976, 77, 78, added to his previous victory in 1974. In fact, interesting research suggests that Smith could have received an unprecedented 5 male medals. Very interesting ruling by the HFL back in 1975 count. He actually topped the count, but due to an incident in the 1974 finals, the previous season when he was actually found guilty and I think reprimanded or even fined, he topped the count in 75 but was ruled ineligible. I think very strange decision, and maybe the current HFL board might look into this. Next year will mark 50 years since then. Perhaps an injustice should be righted and Brent Smith receives a retrospective 5th medal. But anyway, that's for other people to work out. From 1979 onwards, we've become to the 2-tier system that we're now familiar with in the Hills Football League, apart from their 1-tier fiasco of 1983. There's been a case of multiple winners in one season, including another unique thing in the Hills Football League, a triple tie for the medal in 2009. So up until tonight, a total of 47 players have won the HFL Division 1 award. Of course, headed by your other champion, Rob Red Clover, who has an amazing 5 wins. Sorry, Rich, I had to bring that one up. And followed by Michael Wetherald and Linton Bishop with 3 apiece. Division 2, now / country division, has featured a total of 39 players take home the top award, headlined by 3 wins apiece to Kane Powers. Great to see Kane here tonight, Michael Danielle and Sammy Hanna. And of course, Sam could well add to that total a little later on. We'll have to wait and see. And of course, for the second year, it's great to see the senior women here for naming their best and fairest in their 6th year of their competition. So, plenty to look forward to tonight. We'll head into a bit of a break on the HFL presentation night, and then we're back for the start of our awards for this season. So, yeah, mingle, have a chat, have a drink, and we'll be back shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just have your attention, or you want to return to your tables, we'll get into the first bracket of awards here. 2024 Hills Football League Mar Medal and presentations. All right, Monday night we did actually have the junior best and fairest winners, so I'll just go through the recipients of that just to acknowledge them. So under 14 girls, Misa Summerall and Lenny Herbert tied on 17. So yep, well done to them. Under 14 girls country, I think it should be just under 14 country, was Austin Milbank from Meadows with 31. Well done to Austin. Under 14 Division 1, Aidan Gamber of the Harndorf Football Club, 33 votes, pretty good poll that one. Under 16 Division 1, Oliver Glover of the Mount Lofty Football Club, 34. They're gradually getting higher, you notice that. Under 17 girls, Charlotte Copson of Mount Barker, 28. Interesting thing about that, that's her third consecutive best and fairest. She won back-to-back in under 14s. First year up and under 17, she's won 3, so well done to Charlotte. Under 17 boys in the country, Jack James of Kangaroo with 19 votes. Under 17 boys, Ruffin Sharp of the Mount Lofty Football Club with 33 votes. So they were all the junior winners the other night, Monday night. All right, as I said, we'll get into our first lot of awards, and because we've got to congratulate the Courier Cup winners. The Courier Cup celebrated its 40th anniversary season this year, and the winners in Division 1, well, for an amazing 10th consecutive time, the Harndorf Football Club. Of course, the $500 that goes with it, and the Country Division A grade was won second consecutive season, Gamaraka Football Club. And in the B grade, the Country Division B grade Courier Cup went to Kangaroo, and Division 1 was won by the Harndorf Football Club. So well done to all those teams. All right, an important part of the football season is your representative season, and this year was pretty successful for the Hills Football League. Back over the June long weekend, we took on the River Murray Football League, and pretty happy to say we won all 3 grades. Under 16s, under 18s and the senior side, and also well done to Jake Ace, who won the Rob Clovier medal as the best player in Interleague for the Hills. So well done to all those Hills representative teams. So from that, we graduated through to the Eastern Zone, the South Australian Country Football Championships, and Eastern Zone, of course, Hills being part of that. And very pleased to say they were successful in both the men and the women's team, and a great shot of them afterwards, all getting together celebrating being South Australian Country Champions in the men's and the women's. So well done to the Eastern Zone. And also further individual success, because we had Joel Parker-Bowles was awarded Player of the Carnival from the Harndorf Football Club, and Sarah Campbell from the Blackwood Football Club was awarded the Women's Player of the Carnival. So well done to them. Hills on top everywhere. And from that, the state country side was picked to play Western Australia. What a great achievement for these guys. Great experience to play at Adelaide Oval as a curtain raiser to the AFL game, and South Australia beating Western Australia in the countryside. And we also had a couple of blokes involved there, Joel and Troy Parker-Bowles. So well done to them from the Harndorf Football Club. And also Tyson Hone from the Mount Lofty Football Club. So well done to all the Hills players. All right, now we move on to 2 special awards at a Player Life membership, which is going to be granted tonight. Of course, to be eligible, you've got to play 250 A-grade games. So the first guy I'd like to call on is Michael Tudor from the Uraida Districts Football Club. Michael, would you like to come up? See you, Michael. This is your life, mate. All right. Bit of a spiel's been sent in by the Uraida Districts Football Club, so I can't verify if there's truths or whatever. But now, Michael was a bit of a late starter to footy. Initially joined Uraida Districts in 2007, under 18 level. Correct? His talent was recognised by then senior coach Scott Sullivan, and he graduated to become an A-grade premiership player in 2009, 2010 and 2013. In 2009, of course, premiership year, he won Uraida District's best first-year senior player. 2016 was the A-grade's most consistent trophy recipient. Michael's team-first attitude is probably best illustrated by winning the A-grade Best Team Man award on 3 occasions, 2017, 2021 and 2022. He's also dabbled in coaching, leading Uraida to a drought-breaking under-18 premiership in 2018. Also playing coach at the Demons A-grade side in 2020, and having opted to step down from top-tier football, currently is the playing coach of Uraida's B-grade side, which is still currently involved in the finals, I believe. In 2019, Michael was also instrumental in one of the forces, the establishment of Uraida in the HFL senior competition, and they've gone on to notable success since then. So happy with your efforts there. Been a continuous Uraidla Management Committee member since 2016 and is a club life member. And, well, a bloke who's played many times alongside Michael, I'd like to ask him, it's appropriate to ask the current Uraidla District's captain, Tom Kluvernick, to come forward, present Michael with his HFL Player Life Membership badge and certificate. Anyone you want to thank? Michael.
I think the only thing they got left out there was the last few years I really limped to the line of that 250 games. So the first person I'm actually going to congratulate as well, because I know he's about to get up here, is Alex Weeks, who also this year got 250 A-grade games, and he's still playing fantastic footy. So unlike me, who really limped there to 250, I want to congratulate Alex as well for getting there this year as well. Other thank yous I just want to make is a big thank you actually to Cluvy, who was the first person that got me up to the hills. I was playing down schoolboy footy with him, and he made me come out to a random training in under 18s, played the first couple of games before college went back, and just fell in love with the hills footy, and never turned back in 2007. So without you, Cluvy, I wouldn't have ever come to this league, and also wouldn't have ever been up here today. So thanks to you, mate. A big thanks to the Uraidla Football Club, obviously, has meant a lot to me. I've gone from playing to being on the committee to doing everything I can to help the club. So it means a lot to me to be part of this club still, and I'm going to do everything possible moving forward to help the club. I think it's important as well just to thank every club that's here and all the volunteers that make this league what it is, and particularly I do recognise that is at the club level, the volunteers that go into each club to make Saturdays happen. And I also want to thank a big thank you to the board for what they do, Travis and everyone else that's on the board at the moment, and everyone previously. Had some really good chats with Travis lately, and really happy with the direction that the league's going in, and what he's doing to do for the best part of the league. I have to thank Sam, because I think Sam's been on here for the whole journey that I have, and she's had to put up with a lot of crap of mine over the years, particularly as a coach. I had to call her up many times to help me out. So I think we'll probably give a big round of applause to Sam later on, but I'm happy to give a big round of applause to Sam now for everything she does for the league. And of course, I do want to give a big thank you to the umpires as well, and I'm very happy that we're sitting next to each other tonight. I know I'm not the nicest of people to deal with on the oval, but maybe I can convince you that I'm not the worst bloke tonight when we have a beer together. So no, thanks very much, and it is a true honour to receive this tonight. So thank you.
All right, the second recipient tonight from the Mount Lofty Football Club is Alex Weeks. So we'd like Alex to come up. Right, currently on 256 A-grade games and counting. 35-year-old Alex is the past Mount Lofty A-grade captain for 22-23 this year, handing over to Tyson Hone. First game for Mount Lofty was in under 8s, and then good to see you listen to your coach in under 10s too. During Mount Lofty's dynasty in the mid to late noughties, Alex played in the B-grade premiership in 2007, moved into A-grade in 2008, playing in that season's trifecta premiership, became a dual A-grade premiership player for Mount Lofty as part of the undefeated 2014 country division campaign. Alex played his 250th A-grade game in July this year during round 12 as Mount Lofty had a 42-point celebratory win over Uraidla Districts. He especially suggests that he's currently lucky enough to play with his nephew Harry, and previously has been a teammate of another nephew in Wesley. Wife Jess, children Elsie and Maisie have been great support, while other proud family members who still come and watch him play include his dad Pete, mum Rooney and brother Dan. As a sponsor of Mount Lofty through his business 24 Fit, Alex goes above and beyond to assist and promote player fitness across the club. He's a devoted club man and a promoter of the game. Probably appropriate, the man that's the last few seasons had a lot to do with Alex. I asked Mount Lofty A-grade coach Michael Borden come forward and complete the induction of Alex Weeks as a player life member of the Hills Football League. Again, Alex, a long journey, well deserved. As you said, you were it was great to see a young man develop, even especially back there in under 10s that you've gone through. And yeah, good to see you did listen to what the coach said, so you've done the right thing. So, a few things you want to say?
I guess I better start by congratulating Tudes on his life membership. Credit to the bloke, it was actually against your Adler I played my 250th, and he brought your Adler's carton of beer into our rooms afterwards to celebrate. So don't know if your boys knew that, but we appreciate it. Thank you, mate. You don't get to 250 without having good people around you, so I think it's appropriate I thank my family. Wife Jessica, it's a pretty big commitment with a couple of young kids to keep playing footy. So she tolerates it, which is good. We'll see how long that lasts, but enjoying it while I can. Other than that, I think the Mount Lofty Footy Club's a pretty easy place to stay loyal to. It's been a second home for the last 18 years and enjoyed every bit of it. I think as you get older, the reasons start stacking up not to continue. Reasons why you might hang the boots up, but with the current group we've got going, the boys, the coach boards, it's a pretty exciting place to be around, and certainly keen for what the next few weeks brings us. So other than that, thank you to the HFL, kept my afternoons busy for the last 18 odd years, so thank you, cheers.
All right. Once again, well done to both those recipients. A lot of seasons, a lot of games of football. All right, time for a bit of glamour, culture and lateral thinking. No, not time for the HFLW Senior Awards yet, but the most important team out on the field, so they tell us, the umpires. So, without further ado, I'd like to invite Corey Bowen to come forward and present the awards for the boundary, field and goal umpire for this season.
Thanks, Pistol. So obviously the umpires were one of the main important ingredients for the match days. Can't have a game without us. This year Bill and I have continued to implement a coaching philosophy about consistency, getting the basics right. Around this year, it's one of the key areas of change. You would have all noticed at the start of the year we came out with some fancy new uniforms and shirts, and I'd like to thank the sponsors for that, because without the sponsors we wouldn't have been able to do that. So to Mount Pleasant Butchers, Matt Adams at Mortgage Choice, Sterling Hotel, Sports Power, Mount Barker, Appel, who made our apparel or uniforms, and Cherry Motors, Glen Osmond. And I'd just like to also bring up Martin Dennis from Cherry Motors at Glen Osmond, because he's going to present the awards as our major sponsor to the umpires tonight. Come on, Martin. So while he's coming up, one of the initiatives this year that we introduced was B-grade club umpires, which was a great success. The feedback was very positive, and apparently those umpires that came on board actually did a better job than our umpires. So next year we're going to continue with it, as it was so successful. Come on, Martin. Don't be afraid. So just a heads up, that's the direction we're going to go in. It's successful, and if we can, with that, we actually signed up 2 umpires permanently during the year, so it was a great success. So on to the first award. So this umpire's one of the most experienced umpires in the HFL, running the line. He's got consistent throw-ins, always gets into the right positions, makes the right calls. He's a multiple-time award winner, and that is James O'Leary. And unfortunately, he hasn't rocked up tonight. The next award is the Goal Umpire Award. This umpire is one of the senior leaders of the goal umpires. He mentors the junior goal umpires when they come in. He's a great role model. His consistent umpiring during the years been clearly recognised by the field umpires with their voting. He's a multiple-time winner, and that is Robin Cropton.
Good day. Firstly, have to thank the Hills Footy League for this award. Thank the central umpires for giving me enough votes to win it. Like to acknowledge Corey Bowen and Bill Tonkin for their leadership with the umpires. They've done a good job this year. They've come on board, got a different way of umpiring coaching, but I think it's quite successful. Also like to acknowledge fellow goal umpires who we've had good comradeship with one another over the years. It's been great to see a few new younger umpires come on board, and one of them represented South Australia at the country championships on Adelaide Oval. So well done to young Adam. I'd like to give a shout out to clubs. If it wasn't for clubs, their volunteers, their coaches, their players, their medical staff, their supporters, we wouldn't have a competition. So with that, thanks very much.
So on to our Field Umpire Golden Whistle Award. This umpire's had a successful season by implementing the rules and interpretations and following the coaching instructions led by myself and Bill. He's taken on feedback during the year, which has also seen him successfully be consistent out on the ground. He's a first-time winner of this award, and that is Ashley Brooks.
This will probably be a once-off, so I better make the most of it. As Robin said, firstly, I'd like to thank the HFL for organising this event, and particularly Sam, because the amount of questions and stuff she'd get from the umpires during the year and that she deals with would be astronomical, so thank you, Sam. Secondly, I'd like to thank the HFL UA, the Umpires Association. Bill and Corey do a great job trying to organise the guys and get us trying to be consistent, which is a challenge. Next, I'd like to thank the umpire sponsors that were, as Corey mentioned, without them we wouldn't have the newer uniforms, and they just make life easier for us as well. And then like to thank my family who lets me, like Alex said, without the family support, it would be very difficult to be able to spend weekends doing these things that we love. And lastly, the umpire group. Every time the umpires go out, there's a team of umpires, and it's basically working as a team, because without everyone pulling together, it wouldn't be as a successful result. So thanks to the umpire guys. And lastly, good luck to all the players and clubs who are still involved, and for the award winners tonight. Cheers, thanks. And just for Rob, he's been doing it all night already. Cheers, thanks.
Cool. Yeah, so from the umpires, thank you, and good luck for the teams that are in finals, and especially to the players involved in the medal count tonight. Hopefully we've got the count right and we haven't made any blunders. Good luck.
Thank you, Corey. Can I just say, during the call of the Wild, we've seen some great things, particularly from umpires, and Bill Tonkin over there. I saw him, and Tyson Hone will probably agree with this. Bill laid one of the best tackles I've seen this year out at the game against Onkers when he pulled himself up using Tyson, if you remember, a couple of weeks ago. Good work, Bill, getting involved in the game. All right, we move on to the club shields, which is an important part of the the season, because not only you look for A-grade success, but a club strength right through all the grades. So I'd like to ask Travis Lynn, Hills Football League President, to come up. So yes, the President. Gee, Travis, you're about as popular as Joe Biden as a President. Okay, Division 1 goes to the Harndorf Football Club. So I think Graham Kaiser is here. So
Thanks, guys. HFL, thank you very much for making this award available. Thanks to Mount Lofty. She was a tight tussle right through to the end this year. I think there was only 8 points difference between us and Mount Lofty. So a good comp to our boys and to the Harndorf Footy Club. This is not only for me or whatever, it's our whole club. We strive to work from the bottom up, and we've done that. I've got a fantastic board, fantastic coaches, great players, and a great junior program, which certainly helps us get where we get. So once again, thanks Hills League, and good luck to all in finals. Thank you.
interesting to note on that Division 1 shield, the only club mentioned is Harndorf. Graham, if you look at it. Yeah. Just all starts at the top. That's what you told me. All right, country division, and it's really good to see a viable Colts competition up and running in the country division, because, as I said, it's based on all the results. Fantastic to see this club get a resurgence of juniors and take out the country division shield this year. Kersbrook Football Club, Matt Code, come forward.
I'll just keep it brief. As Pistol said, obviously it's good to have a junior comp back this year. It's the first time for a few years that we've had under 14s and under 16s or under 17s and have the full complement of teams. All Div 2 clubs, I think, and a couple of the Div 1 clubs are probably in the same boat, that juniors are the hard part at the moment, both getting kids and keeping them. So obviously this is testament to the fact that we've got the teams together this year, had some success across the junior grades, but also the senior grades as well. And obviously all the Div 2 clubs are working towards trying to hold that comp going, and even the moddies under that to make sure that we've got kids feeding into the 14s as well. So hopefully we can keep that happening. I think we haven't won this one for a few years, so it's fantastic, and it'll go up in the club. As everyone said, good luck to all the teams that are still in the comp, still going. We've got a few teams in, so hopefully we can get a few flags to go with this as well. So thanks very much.
All right, we move along to Senior Coach of the Year, and obviously there was a few candidates this year, a few coaches lifting their side up. We look for consistent performances, and great pleasure to announce Senior Coach of the Year, the Hills Football League for season 2024, from the Gummaraka Football Club, Mark Weaver. Just while Mark's coming up, you've got to look at his record. 2 years involved, a flag last year, and he's got him into a grand final again. So must be doing things right there, Mark. So well done to you.
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. Thanks heaps. Obviously, it's been a good couple of years for the Gummaraka Footy Club. Home and away season's been once again very productive and positive this year, and we've got one more game to go. Let's hope it's a good one for us. And thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, as I said, the junior presentations are on Monday night, and there was also a Junior Coach of the Year awarded there, and it's great to see a young man getting involved in the coaching game, only young himself, just coaching kids, sets a great example. Won a flag last year, and he's well set to do another one this year, and we're talking about, once again, Kersbrook Football Club, Bailey Wake, so show your appreciation for Bailey Wake. All right, we come to a couple of the individual awards for the leading goal kickers, and I'd asked the man from Sports Power to bring his box and come up, because Bill Pizzamollis, come to the stage, please, Bill. While you're here, Bill, what makes a good goal kicker?
They put it down on my left. Good goal kicker, just get the ball.
Fair enough. Well, some of these people obviously had the ball in their hands a lot during the season, so we'll start off with the C grade. 54 goals for the Blackwood Football Club. Tyson Aston. We might as well just mention that you'll be able to see some of Tyson's work this Friday night. If you're not doing anything, the C grade grand final, Friday night lights out at Balhona Oval. So, all the best to the two sides, Blackwood and Harndorf playing off. Okay, Country Division B grade. Once again, Kersbrook Football Club kicking 40 goals. Ben Clavel, well done. All right, Division 1B grade from the Harndorf Football Club. Had a very good season, 61 goals. Lachlan Crocker. First of our awards for the senior women's competition. Leading goal kicker, 29 goals for Ureila Districts, Joe Witt. All right, into the A grade. Leading goal kicker in the country division from the Birdwood Football Club with 37 goals for the season, Jared Clinton. All right, And Division 1 A grade, having a pretty successful first season in the Hills Football League competition. 63 goals to his name. Handle Football Club, Riley Clamp. Good on you, Bill. Thanks very much. Careful, go down the stairs. It's like a skyscraper for you. All right, we might move on to the actual best and fairest counts for the C grade and B grade. We'll start off with the C grade. So we'll put the leading vote getters up on the board. Close count with that one. I think multiple win once again. Tyler Aston from the Blackwood Football Club. And I'd like to ask Paul Marsh, the HFL board, to come up and do the presentation. Now, we can't let you go without having a quick chat here, Tyler. So just come in here, mate. Well done. Tyson. My apologies.
You're right.
Is it true that you're the best footballer in the family, although Holly tells us different?
Definitely. No, of course not. No, Holly's very good. I rate her very highly, so yeah, she's very good.
Mate, anyone you want to thank?
I want to thank the umpires, of course. My club, Blackwood, Brendan Pole, Popey, my family, mum, dad, and yeah, all the boys. Thank you.
All right, Country Division B grade is next on the queue. Well, not as if this fella hasn't been up here before. A grade dual male medal, B grade male medalist, well, best and fairest this year, Bradley Pearce from the Kersbrook Football Club, and John Levy, HFL board member, will do the presentation. Come in, Braddles. Got to get a word with you because, as I said, you're pretty experienced being up here. So, all up in the Pearce family, what number medals is?
I don't know, it might be 11 or so, I think, I don't know. Yeah, I guess just thanks to the Kersbrook Footy Club. It's been another good season, kicking around again. Thanks to HFL, sponsors, volunteers, everyone who's put forward another good successful year of HFL footy. I guess thanks to the wife and kids allowing me to kick around again. If the HFL could put on a netball comp that could follow the footy, I reckon I could probably play for a few more years, but it's getting tough. Having 4 girls playing netball in 3 different spots on Saturdays and still allowing me to have a kick. So yeah, thanks to them. Well done to all the award winners tonight.
All right, and the final award in this bracket is the Division 1 B grade best and fairest. So the leading contenders up on the board. Well, they might wheel him out in his wheelchair, but he's still getting a kick. Jared McDonald, Uraida Districts Football Club. And President Travis Lynn is back up to do some more work. J-Mac, what a legend. Mount Barker, Mount Lofty, yeah, Uraida Districts, mate. Just love the game.
Wow, this is actually like a massive surprise. Like a lot of other people have already spoken about tonight, probably the most important people I need to thank is my family. Also, 2 young kids, so being able to have a kick around on Saturday still means a lot. So thanks to Louise and the family for letting me do that. I gave the game away last year. I thought I'd had enough. A lot of people say that you are a long time retired, and it's very true. So I couldn't keep away this year. I came back, really missed that sort of time with hanging out with the boys and having a kick 3 times a week. So to the Uraida Footy Club, thank you. It's been a great 6 or so years that I've been there now. Welcomed me and the family into the club, so loved every bit of it. So we've still got a bit of a job to do for the next 3 weeks, so hopefully we're there on the last day. So thanks, guys.
All right, that concludes the minor grade presentations. We'll just take a short break for sweets, and then we'll be back with the all-important A-grade male medal counts. All right, everyone, if you could grab a seat. We'll get into the senior counts. All right, it dawned on me when I was doing a bit of research, does playing for a particular club guarantee medal success? Do the men casting the votes have favourite colours? We're not suggesting bias here for the Division 1 Central Club winners. Uraida Districts have supplied 14 medalists, Mount Barker 10, Harndorf 8, Onka Valley 7 and Blackwood 6. And in Division 2 country, Kersbrook 13, Birdwood 5, Bridgewater, Gumaraka and Torrens Valley 4 apiece. So we'll just have to wait and see tonight if it adds to that conspiracy theory. As we launch into the senior women's count, and been joined by the great man, the dulcet tones here of the great man Bruce Dawes, usually with the Acme Thunder, letting that do the talking on a Saturday, but tonight, take it away, Brucey Dawes.
I apologise in advance because I'm sure there will be some names I mispronounce. So we'll get into it straight away. Round 1, so this is the senior women's best and fairest count. Round 1, Maxfield had the bye. Mount Barker versus Onka Valley. Onka Valley, Casey Fraser, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Annabelle Patty, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Arabella Prowse, 3 votes. Don't go too early. Mount Lofty versus Blackwood Green. Mount Lofty, Lucinda Mitchin, 1 vote. Blackwood, Ellie Haylock, 2 votes. Blackwood, Beth Sigley, 3 votes. Uraidla Districts versus Blackwood White. Uraidla, Hannah Clark, 1 vote. Uraidla, Joanna Witt, 2 votes. Uraidla, Rachel Plummer, 3 votes. Harndorf versus Nan. Nan, Heather Purdy, 1 vote. Harndorf, Amy Perling, 2 votes. Nan, Imogen Segedi, 3 votes. Round 2, Uraidla with the bye. Maxfield versus Harndorf. Harndorf, Jessica Stapleton, 1 vote. Harndorf, Amy Perling, 2 votes. Harndorf, Brooklyn Carell, 3 votes. Blackwood White versus Mount Barker. Mount Barker, Lauren Taylor, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Esther Hayward Smith, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Brianna Burt, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Blackwood Green. Blackwood, Savannah Rayner, 1 vote. Blackwood, Kalisha Raymond, 2 votes. Blackwood, Isabella Calvanese, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Mount Lofty. Nan, Jenna Coates, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Aj Jericho, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Lucinda Minchin, 3 votes. Round 3, and Blackwood Green had the bye. Harndorf versus Mount Barker. Mount Barker, Lauren Taylor, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Shakayla Hobbs, 2 votes. Harndorf, Gemma Gribble, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Blackwood White. Blackwood, Simi Delawal, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Annabelle Patty, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Arabella Prowse, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Macclesfield. Nan Taylor Day, 1 vote. Nan Imogen Sazeketi, 2 votes. Nan Jenna Coates, 3 votes. Mount Lofty versus Uradla. Uradla, Rachel Plummer, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Arj Jericho, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Kira May, 3 votes. Round 4, Nan Bremer with the bye. Blackwood Green versus Blackwood White. Blackwood Green, Libby Willits, 1 vote. Blackwood Green, Sophie Kennedy, 2 votes. Blackwood Green, Sarah Campbell, 3 votes. Mount Barker versus Macclesfield. Mount Barker, Kiara Woodhouse, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Crystal Wilson, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Lauren Taylor, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Uradla Districts. Uradla, Nadia Bellaartis, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Abby Foster, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Arabella Prowse, 3 votes. Harndorf versus Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty, Madison Gertz, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Arj Jericho, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Cecilia Kilkenny Jones, 3 votes. Round 5, Onka Valley with the bye. Maxfield versus Blackwood Green was a forfeit. Mount Lofty versus Mount Barker. Mount Lofty, Darian Green, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Arj Jericho, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Kate Chapman, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Blackwood White. Blackwood, Maddie Fitzgerald, 1 vote. Blackwood, Lily Brooke, 2 votes. Blackwood, Kalisha Raymond, 3 votes. Uradla Districts versus Harndorf. Uradla, Edwina Thornquist, 1 vote. Uradla, Nadia Valadis, 2 votes. Uradla, Rachel Plummer, 3 votes. Round 6, Mount Lofty with the bye. Blackwood Green versus Uradla. Blackwood, Michaelia Collins, 1 vote. Blackwood, Mackenzie O'Day, 2 votes. Blackwood, Isabella Cavalese, 3 votes. Maxfield versus Onka Valley. Onka Valley, Cara Feebig, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Madeline Nufsky, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Arabella Prowse, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Mount Barker. Nan, Imogen Sazgetti, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Kiara Woodhouse, 2 votes. Nan, Alice Perkins, 3 votes. Harndorf versus Blackwood White. Blackwood, Lily Brooke, 1 vote. Harndorf, Brooklyn Carell, 2 votes. Harndorf, Amy Hoculi, 3 votes. Round 7, Harndorf with the bye. Mount Barker versus Blackwood Green. Blackwood, Savannah Rayner, 1 vote. Blackwood, Mackenzie O'Day, 2 votes. Blackwood, Sarah Campbell, 3 votes. Blackwood White versus Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty, Kate Chapman, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Arj Jericho, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Clara Germain, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Nan Bremer. Nan, Jenna Coates, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Annabelle Patty, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Arabella Prowse, 3 votes. Uradla Districts versus Macclesfield. Uradla, Cherie Bamford, 1 vote. Uradla, Nadia Valadis, 2 votes. Uradla, Alice Tretola, 3 votes. Round 8, Mount Barker with the bye. Maxfield versus Blackwood White. Blackwood, Michaela Collins, 1 vote. Maxfield, Holly Wallace, 2 votes. Blackwood, Isabel Rawley, 3 votes. Onca versus Mount Lofty. Onca Abbey Foster, 1 vote. Onca Ruby Cunningham, 2 votes. Onca Arabella Prowse, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Uradla Districts. Nan Jessie Morgan, 1 vote. Uradla Rachel Plummer, 2 votes. Nan Scout Young, 3 votes. Harndorf versus Blackwood Green. Blackwood Libby Willits, 1 vote. Blackwood Sarah Campbell, 2 votes. Blackwood Mackenzie O'Day, 3 votes. So Jeffrey, leaderboard after the halfway mark.
And well done, Bruce. You're going like an SBS newsreader there with some of those names. Good work. So Arabella Prowse out in front with 18. Jericho 10. Rachel Plummer, another previous winner, on 9. Sarah Campbell on 8. Mackenzie O'Day on 7. But Arabella, unfortunately, suffering a season-ending injury towards the end of the season. So it'll be interesting to see if they can run it out. So without further ado, we'll go back to George Danikian.
Thank you. Alrighty, round 9, we got Blackwood White with the bye. Mount Lofty versus Macclesfield. Mount Lofty, Darian Green, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Arj Jericho, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Shay Moss, 3 votes. Mount Barker versus Uradla. Uradla, Hannah Clark, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Kiara Woodhouse, 2 votes. Uradla, Edwina Thornquest, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Blackwood Green. Nan, Imogen Sazeki, 1 vote. Blackwood, Beth Sigley, 2 votes. Blackwood, Mackenzie O'Day, 3 votes. Onca Valley versus Harndorf. Onca Valley, Patricia Golan, 1 vote. Onca Valley, Ruby Cunningham, 2 votes. Onca Valley, Arabella Prowse, 3 votes. Round 10, Maxfield had the bye. Blackwood Green versus Mount Lofty. Blackwood, Mackenzie O'Day, 1 vote. Blackwood, Sarah Campbell, 2 votes. Blackwood, Tamika May, 3 votes. Onca Valley versus Mount Barker. Onca Valley, Abbey Foster, 1 vote. Onca Valley, Ruby Cunningham, 2 votes. Onca Valley, Arabella Prowse, 3 votes. Blackwood White versus Uradla. Uradla, Rachel Plummer, 1 vote. Uradla, Hannah Clark, 2 votes. Uradla, Cherie Bamford, 3 votes. Harndorf versus Nan. Harndorf, Taylor Davis, 1 vote. Nan, Alice Perkins, 2 votes. Harndorf, Talia Walker, 3 votes. Round 11, Onca Valley with the bye. Harndorf versus Maxfield. Maxfield, Holly Wallace, 1 vote. Harndorf, Georgia King, 2 votes. Harndorf, Gemma Gribble, 3 votes. Mount Barker versus Blackwood White. Blackwood, Caitlin Hill, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Bronwyn Trevero, 2 votes. Blackwood, Jade Bailey, 3 votes. Mount Lofty versus Nan. Nan, Alice Perkins, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Phoebe Neck, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Arj Jericho, 3 votes. Blackwood Green versus Uradla Districts. Blackwood, Libby Willits, 1 vote. Blackwood, Bella Drew, 2 votes. Blackwood, Bethany Sigley, 3 votes. Round 12, Blackwood Green with the bye. Mount Barker versus Harndorf was a forfeit. Maxfield versus Nan. Maxfield, Holly Wallace, 1 vote. Nan, Alice Perkins, 2 votes. Nan, Taylor Day, 3 votes. Uradla Districts versus Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty, Serafina Moon, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Arj Jericho, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Phoebe Neck, 3 votes. Blackwood White versus Onca Valley. Onca Valley, Arabella Prowse, 1 vote. Onca Valley, Abbey Foster, 2 votes. Onca Valley, Ruby Cunningham, 3 votes. Round 13, Nan Bremer with the bye. Blackwood White versus Harndorf. Blackwood, Simi Delawo, 1 vote. Harndorf, Alex Pearce, 2 votes. Harndorf, Talia Walker, 3 votes. Maxfield versus Mount Barker. Maxfield, Holly Wallace, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Brianna Burt, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Kiara Woodhouse, 3 votes. Blackwood Green versus Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty, Georgia Swan, 1 vote. Blackwood, Lily Whitcomb, 2 votes. Blackwood, Sarah Campbell, 3 votes. Uradla Districts versus Onka Valley. Uradla, Cherie Bamford, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Ruby Cunningham, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Annabelle Paddy, 3 votes. I'm working on it. Round 14, Uradla with the bye. Maxfield versus Blackwood Green. Blackwood, Sarah Campbell, 1 vote. Blackwood, Bella Drew, 2 votes. Blackwood, Libby Willits, 3 votes. Mount Barker versus Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty, Elsie Dawes, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Arj Jericho, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Phoebe Neck, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Blackwood White. Blackwood, Simi Delawal, 1 vote. Nan, Imogen Sagedi, 2 votes. Nan, Paxton Davis Matner, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Harndoff. Onka Valley, Madeline Nuski, 1 vote. Harndoff, Melissa Reid, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Annabelle Paddy, 3 votes. And with that conclusion of the last round, I'd like to pronounce Arabella Prowse winner of the Senior Women's Best and Fairest.
We'd like Arabella to come up, and at the same time, Shane Uren from Community Football to present the male medal, the Best and Fairest.
Annabella's making her way up. Just announce Arj Jericho from the Mount Lofty Football Club was runner-up on 19 votes.
Now, Arabella, 6 years of the competition, your second medal win. When you won in 2022, you described it as a shock, unexpected. How's this one go?
Yeah, probably a shock as well. I play alongside some pretty incredible players in my team, so I was backing them most of the way tonight. Do you want me to say anything more?
Okay, what makes this so special? Your 50th game, you marked the milestone by doing in the knee. Just tell us how that's going, because you didn't play for the rest of the season, so just tell us about the rehab and the future with that.
Yeah, so played my 50th game against Uradla, got stretchered off for doing my knee. Wasn't an ACL, which is great, but did a lot of other stuff. So yeah, luckily got me through most of the season, but then just didn't play the finals, which was pretty disappointing considering that's my favourite thing to do with my girls at Onkers.
Now, your journey through football, obviously you played a bit at Mount Lofty, then down in the ranks at Sturt, and then back with Onkers. Obviously now, and Onkers have had a very good junior program coming through. We've seen that with a couple under 14 girls flags coming through to the senior system now. So obviously there's a lot more opportunity for girls to develop their game and have a pathway than perhaps when you first started playing footy.
Yeah, definitely. I think kind of this year is testament to that as well. As some of you might know, we were struggling for numbers quite a lot at the start of this year. And I think if it wasn't for the under 17 girls who came up and played really willingly each week, we wouldn't have a team this year. So really proud of them, and just to see how girls have developed over time is amazing, and the competition gets better each year, and it's just great to see.
All right, and of course, can you take some credit for the development of your sister? Of course, Zoe in the AFL ranks. Now you're a two-time best and fairest. Have you got it over it?
Yeah, I think it's kind of an ongoing joke that my younger sister who plays for the Crows gets all of her skills and everything from me. If anyone knows Zoe and knows me, you know that that absolutely is not the case whatsoever. She just, is outstanding and doesn't get any of it from me. If anything, she kind of taught me how to kick a football and she was the one who, got me playing football.
Well, she could see your potential. So double winner of the HFLW award. No doubt there's a few people you'd like to thank.
Yeah, I'll be quick. Obviously, like everyone else tonight, thank you to the HFL. We love running out there every Sunday, and it wouldn't be possible without everyone there. The umpires, thank you. I know it's not probably the most fun umpiring us some weeks, but we're glad that you do it. To every other club, thank you. Well done to Blackwood. Great season on your part. Absolutely well done to Lofty. You made it a really great grand final to watch, and super proud of you girls. Well done everyone else. Thank you Onkers, James and Will, our coaches. They're amazing. And yeah, I could thank my family. They're good too, I guess.
All right, thanks Arabella. Once again, congratulate historically the first dual medalist in the HFLW, Arabella Prowse. All right, we'll move on to the country division count, and Bruce will slip out of the chair. And former Nan legend, is that what you told me to say? Mark Jentsch will join us to conduct the count. It's really funny, Jentsch's just come back from a trip overseas where he went to the Valley of the Kings and the Lost World. Talking about, he said, it's like the Lost World, and I thought that's pretty smart coming from Salem, talking about the Lost World. Mark Jentsch, take it away.
Thanks, Pistol. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not, but probably not. Alrighty, we'll move straight into the country division medal count. Round one with Meadows had the bye. Kersbrook versus Birdwood. Kersbrook, Strato at Gold Agatoris, 1 vote. Birdwood, Caden Goff, 2 votes. Birdwood, Brett Ansell, 3 votes. Kangarilla versus Torrens Valley. Torrens Valley, Dougal Grieve, 1 vote. Torrens Valley, Josh Penny, 2 votes. Kangarilla, Tyler Virgo, 3 votes. Gumaraka versus Macclesfield. Gumaraka, Dylan Weaver, 1 vote. Gumaraka, Charlie Graber, 2 votes. Gumaraka, Sam Hanna, 3 votes. Round 2, Birdwood had the bye. Meadows versus Kangarilla. Kangarilla, Joel Harvey Friel, 1 vote. Meadows, Tim Webber, 2 votes. Meadows, Joshua Young, 3 votes. Torrens Valley versus Gumaraka. Torrens Valley, Isaac Binder, 1 vote. Gumaraka, Dylan Weaver, 3 votes. Gumaraka, Ben Hanna, 3 votes. Macclesfield versus Kersbrook. Macclesfield, Nat Ryan, 1 vote. Macclesfield, Brad Noski, 2 votes. Kersbrook, Tyler Wesley, 3 votes. Round 3, Kangarilla with the bye. Gumaraka versus Kersbrook. Gumaraka, Benny Biagi, 1 vote. Gumaraka, Sam Hanna, 2 votes. Gumaraka, Dylan Weaver, 3 votes. Meadows versus Macclesfield. Meadows, Luke Smart, 1 vote. Meadows, Josh Young, 2 votes. Meadows, Cade Long, 3 votes. Birdwood versus Torrens Valley. Torrens Valley, Daniel Gonzalez, 1 vote. Torrens Valley, Dylan Rowe, 2 votes. Birdwood, Fraser Garrick, 3 votes. Round 4, Gumaraka have the bye. Macclesfield versus Birdwood. Birdwood, Tom Jones, 1 vote. Macclesfield, Nat Ryan, 2 votes. Macclesfield, Tarrant Tamio, 3 votes. Kersbrook versus Kangarilla. Kersbrook, Lachlan Peter, 1 vote. Kersbrook, Sam Bradford, 2 votes. Kersbrook, Jacob Pearson, 3 votes. Torrens Valley versus Meadows. Torrens Valley, Ned Grieve, 1 vote. Meadows, Dean Turlick, 2 votes. Meadows, Daniel Young, 3 votes. Round 5, Kersbrook with the bye. Kangarilla versus Birdwood. Birdwood, Jared Jones, 1 vote. Kangarilla, Tyler Virgo, 2 votes. Kangarilla, Todd Marsh, 3 votes. Meadows versus Gummaraka. Gummaraka, Dylan Weaver, 1 vote. Meadows, Brady Dorr, 2 votes. Meadows, Billy Trott, 3 votes. Torrens Valley versus Macclesfield. Macclesfield, Zach Heen, 1 vote. Macclesfield, Jesse Ryan, 2 votes. Macclesfield, Nat Ryan, 3 votes. Round 6, Macclesfield with the bye. Birdwood versus Meadows. Birdwood, Fraser Garrick, 1 vote. Birdwood, Joshua Coleman, 2 votes. Birdwood, Jared Jones, 3 votes. Gummaraka versus Kangarilla. Gummaraka, Michael Waters, 1 vote. Kangarilla, Joel Harvey Friel, 3 votes. Gummaraka, Dylan Weaver, 3 votes. Kersbrook versus Torrens Valley. Kersbrook, Cody Griffiths, 1 vote. Kersbrook, Tyler Wesley, 2 votes. Kersbrook, Lachlan Peter, 3 votes. Round 7, Torrens Valley with the bye. Birdwood versus Gummaraka. Birdwood, Jordan Miller, 1 vote. Gummaraka, Ben Russo, 2 votes. Gummaraka, Dylan Weaver, 3 votes. Meadows versus Kersbrook. Kersbrook, Dylan Burge, 1 vote. Kersbrook, Matt Gardner, 2 votes. Kersbrook, Tyler Wesley, 3 votes. Kangarilla versus Macclesfield. Kangarilla, Tyler Virgo, 1 vote. Macclesfield, Sean Steele, 2 votes. Kangarilla, Joel Harvey Friel, 3 votes. Round 8, bye with Birdwoods, Meadows and Kangarilla. Gummaraka versus Kersbrook. Gummaraka, Michael Walters, 1 vote. Gummaraka, Charlie Graber, 2 votes. Gummaraka, Dylan Weaver, 3 votes. Macclesfield versus Torrens Valley. Macclesfield, Connor White, 1 vote. Macclesfield, Nat Ryan, 2 votes. Macclesfield, Ben Dodson, 3 votes. Round 9, bye to Macclesfield, Kersbrook and Gummaraka. Torrens Valley versus Birdwood. Birdwood, Dylan Jones, 1 vote. Birdwood, Jordan Alcock, 2 votes. Birdwood, Brett Ansell, 3 votes. Kangarilla versus Meadows. Meadows, Tim Webber, 1 vote. Kangarilla, Adam Ward, 2 votes. Kangarilla, Joel Harvey Friel, 3 votes.
All right, the halfway mark of the count. You can see, well, for the second count in a row, someone halfway through has set a blistering pace out in front in his first season at Hills Football League for Gummaraka. Dylan Weaver on 16, Joel Harvey Friel on 9, Nat Ryan on 8, Tyler Wesley also on 8. So we'll go back to Mark and see if the field can run down Dylan.
Thanks, Pistols. Okay, round 9, a bye with Macclesfield, Kersbrook and Gummaraka. Torrens Valley versus Birdwood. Birdwood, Dylan Jones, 1 vote. Birdwood, Jordan Alcock, 2 votes. Birdwood, Brett Ansell, 3 votes. Kangarilla versus Meadows. Meadows, Tim Webber, 1 vote. Kangarilla, Adam Ward, 2 votes. Kangarilla, Joel Harvey Friel, 3 votes. Oh, sorry. Round. There was 2 pages there, sorry. Round 10, bye to Torrens Valley. Birdwood versus Macclesfield. Macclesfield, Connor White, 1 vote. Birdwood, Brett Ansell, 2 votes. Macclesfield, Josh Kelly, 3 votes. Meadows versus Gummaraka. Gummaraka, Dylan Weaver, 1 vote. Meadows, Luke Smart, 2 votes. Gummaraka, Sam Hanna, 3 votes. Kersbrook versus Kangarilla. Kersbrook, Lockie Peter, 1 vote. Kangarilla, Tyler Virgo, 2 votes. Kangarilla, Joel Harvey Friel, 3 votes. Round 11, bye with Meadows. Birdwood versus Kersbrook. Birdwood, Fraser Garrick, 1 vote. Kersbrook, Tyler Wesley, 2 votes. Kersbrook, Lockie Peter, 3 votes. Torrens Valley versus Kangarilla. Torrens Valley, Daniel Gonzalez, 1 vote. Kangarilla, Adam Ward, 2 votes. Torrens Valley, Dylan Rowe, 3 votes. Macclesfield versus Gummaraka. Gummaraka, Bailey Gow, 1 vote. Macclesfield, Nat Ryan, 2 votes. Gummaraka, Dylan Weaver, 3 votes. Round 12, bye with Birdwood. Kangarilla versus Meadows. Kangarilla, Ben Evans, 1 vote. Kangarilla, Jericho John, 2 votes. Kangarilla, Joel Harvey Friel, 3 votes. Gummaraka versus Torrens Valley. Gummaraka, Roger Morris, 1 vote. Gummaraka, Michael Walters, 2 votes. Torrens Valley, Nick Ingram, 3 votes. Kersbrook versus Macclesfield. Kersbrook, Tyler Wesley, 1 vote. Kersbrook, Matt Gardner, 2 votes. Kersbrook, Sam Bradford, 3 votes. Round 13, bye to Kangarilla. Kersbrook versus Gummaraka. Gummaraka, Mitchell Trepka, 1 vote. Gummaraka, Jaden Anderson, 2 votes. Gummaraka, Daniel Trepka, 3 votes. Macclesfield versus Meadows. Macclesfield, Nat Ryan, 1 vote. Meadows, Billy Trott, 2 votes. Meadows, Daniel Young, 3 votes. Torrens Valley versus Birdwood. Birdwood, Jordan Miller, 1 vote. Birdwood, Jaron Jones, 2 votes. Birdwood, Fraser Garrick, 3 votes. Round 14, bye to Gummaraka. Birdwood versus Macclesfield. Macclesfield, Nat Ryan, 1 vote. Birdwood, Brady Hoppo, 2 votes. Birdwood, Joshua Coleman, 3 votes. Kangarilla versus Kersbrook. Kangarilla, Todd Marsh, 1 vote. Kangarilla, Tyler Virgo, 2 votes. Kersbrook, Lachlan Peter, 3 votes. Meadows versus Torrens Valley. Torrens Valley, Nick Ingram, 1 vote. Meadows, Luke Smart, 2 votes. Meadows, Lachlan Astonberry, 3 votes. Round 15, bye with Kersbrook. Birdwood versus Kangarilla. Kangarilla, Adam Ward, 1 vote. Birdwood, Jared Jones, 2 votes. Birdwood, Brett Ansell, 3 votes. Gummaraka versus Meadows. Meadows, Casey Brooks, 1 vote. Gummaraka, Sam Hanna, 2 votes. Gummaraka, Michael Walters, 3 votes. Macclesfield versus Torrens Valley. Macclesfield, Zach Heen, 1 vote. Torrens Valley, Nick Ingram, 2 votes. Macclesfield, Nat Ryan, 3 votes. Round 16 with bye to Macclesfield. Meadows versus Birdwood. Birdwood, Jordan Alcock, 1 vote. Birdwood, Caden Goff, 2 votes. Birdwood, Fraser Garrick, 3 votes. Kangarilla versus Gummaraka. Gummaraka, Sam Hanna, 1 vote. Kangarilla, Todd Marsh, 2 votes. Gummaraka, Daniel Wood, 3 votes. Torrens Valley versus Kersbrook. Kersbrook, Matt Gardner, 1 vote. Kersbrook, Tyler Wesley, 2 votes. And Kersbrook, Sam Bradford, 3 votes. Round 17, bye to Torrens Valley. Gummaraka versus Birdwood. Gummaraka, Ben Hanna, 1 vote. Birdwood, Dylan Jones, 2 votes. Gummaraka, Sam Hanna, 3 votes. Kersbrook versus Meadows. Meadows, Brady Dorr, 1 vote. Kersbrook, Matt Gardner, 2 votes. Meadows, Luke Smart, 3 votes. Macclesfield versus Kangarilla. Kangarilla, Joel Harvey Friel, 1 vote. Macclesfield, Reece Jolly, 2 votes. Macclesfield, Nat Ryan, 3 votes. So the winner for the 2024 Country Division from the Gummaraka Footy Club is Dylan Weaver with 20 votes. And the runner-up with 18 votes from the Macclesfield Football Club was Nat Ryan.
Well done, Dylan. Spectacular debut season up here in the Hills Football League. Just for the audience here and those watching on stream, just give us a bit of your background. You came up to Gummaraka from Centrals, but a little bit of your foundation football. Where was that?
Yeah, it was pretty much at Central since I was 15. So yeah, there for the majority of my career, and then yeah, first year up here and enjoyed it, and the team's gone well so far, and yeah, hopefully one more win left in us this year.
Fantastic. Nice you set the pace early, as we saw a clear leader at halfway count and then sort of dropped off a bit. That came with a situation where the conditions got a little bit heavier, perhaps conditions you haven't been used to, like playing on the billiard tables down in the Sandful, but how'd you find it?
Yeah, no, it was good. The 3-time winner gave me some advice that it's a marathon, not a sprint, but nah. It's been a good year. Enjoyed it. Yeah, a lot of good people with our club, and yeah, met some good people just in the competition and all the volunteers and everything as well. So it's been good.
I was talking to a few of the guys before, and they were mentioning, particularly in the Hills Football League Country Division, smaller towns. So on a Saturday when Gummaraka go to play, whoever, the whole town seems to go. So it must be really appealing that, as I said, that little community feel where everyone gets behind the Magpies.
Yeah, for sure. This is my first year at country footy, but I think no matter sort of where you go or whatever club, it's certainly clubs survive off volunteers and support people and locals that really dedicate their lives to it. And yeah, just super grateful to have met the Gummaraka people. They're really, really good, and yeah, the opposition teams as well. Going to their clubs, you can see how much the footy club means to them and their town, and yeah, it's good.
And also, you put your hand up this year, and well done representing the Hills Football League. How exciting was that? And obviously, play with guys that you might play against every other week too. That camaraderie of pulling on a Hills jumper.
Yeah, that was sort of one of the things that I thought I'd just come out here with the sort of open mindset and say yes to most things, and it was cool to play that with a few Div 2 boys sort of in that team as well, and getting the win that was a good feeling.
Now, no doubt there'll be an interesting conversation in the car on the way home. What's the highest, player of the year or coach of the year? Just talking about you and the old man on the way home.
Yeah, well, I came with Sam, so we might have to call on the way back. But no, it's a pretty cool year. We haven't done this since under 10s, I think. So it's cool to I guess have the opportunity to play under Dad, and I'm sure looking back down the track, this will be a very memorable year for the both of us, and we've been able to provide some pretty good memories for our extended family as well. So yeah, very grateful for the Gummaraka Football Club to allowing us to do that. I'll just make it quick as well. Thanks to the Hills Football League for putting it on. It's been a great year so far. The umpires, thank you. Gummaraka Football Club for having me. It's been a great year. Hopefully one more win left in us. And just all the congratulations to the award winners so far, and the award winners to come. Cheers.
All right, congratulate Dylan Weaver. Historically, Dylan has won the 5th male medal for the Gumaraka Football Club and Hills Football League. The first one without the name Hannah on it, so another historical moment. All right, we'll take a bit of a short break. If you just want to recharge your drinks and everything, we'll be back for the Division 1 count shortly. Come to the final part of the evening, the counting of votes for the 57th Hills Football League top tier male medal. And we'll pass over to the man with the golden dulcet tones, Bruce Dawes, to the quote Jaden J. Hill. Take us through it, Bruce.
Okay, we've got the Division 1 male medal count. Round 1, bye was with a chunga. Mount Barker versus Onka Valley. Onka Valley, Edward Smart, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Jordan Houlihan, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Samuel Callens, 3 votes. Mount Lofty versus Blackwood. Mount Lofty, Jake Aish, 1 vote. Blackwood, Reese Spawn, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Tyson Hone, 3 votes. Uradla Districts versus Lobethal. Lobethal, Cooper Skinner, 1 vote. Uradla, Nick Amado, 2 votes. Uradla, Troy Watke, 3 votes. Harndorf versus Nan. Harndorf, Riley Clamp, 1 vote. Harndorf, Troy Parker Bowers, 2 votes. Harndorf, Adam Trenorden, 3 votes. Round 2, Uradla with the bye. Ichunga versus Harndorf. Harndorf, Daniel Zander, 1 vote. Harndorf, Sam Williams, 2 votes. Harndorf, Adam Trenorden, 3 votes. Lobethal versus Mount Barker. Mount Barker, Samuel Callens, 1 vote. Lobethal, Jacob Collins, 2 votes. Lobethal, Peter Bampton, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Blackwood. Blackwood, Matthew Walton, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Damien Green, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Edward Smart, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty, Nicholas Thompson, 1 vote. Nan, Damon Hill, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Riley Grundy, 3 votes. Round 3, Blackwood with the bye. Harndorf versus Mount Barker. Harndorf, Joel Parker Bowers, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Luke Gillies, 2 votes. Giles, we'll go with that. Mount Barker, Samuel Callens, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Lobethal. Lobethal, Mitchell Carter, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Blake Fanning, 2 votes. Lobethal, Tanner King, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Ichunga. Nan, Jamie Drew, 1 vote. Ichunga, Brett Turner, 2 votes. Nan, Dylan Wimpress, 3 votes. Mount Lofty versus Uradla. Mount Lofty, Sean Benier, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Sam McTaggart, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Tyson Hone, 3 votes. Round 4, Nan Bremer with the bye. Blackwood versus Lobethal. Blackwood, Evan Johnson, 1 vote. Blackwood, Sam Zevenboom, 2 votes. Blackwood, Tyson Clark, 3 votes. Mount Barker versus Ichunga. Ichunga, Matthew Rayett, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Damien Hines, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Samuel Callens, 3 votes. Uradla Districts versus Onka Valley. Uradla, Harry Allen, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Edward Smart, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Jaden Howard, 3 votes. Harndorf versus Mount Lofty. Harndorf, Joel Parker Bowers, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Tyson Hone, 2 votes. Harndorf, Riley Clamp, 3 votes. Round 5, by Onka Ichunga versus Blackwood. Blackwood, Reece Spawn, 1 vote. Ichunga, Josh Vandermeer, 2 votes. Ichunga, Kobe Vanzetta, 3 votes. Mount Lofty versus Mount Barker. Mount Barker, Jamie Grouch, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Luke Giles, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Jordan Houlihan, 3 votes. Lobethal versus Nan. Nan, Jamie Drew, 1 vote. Nan, Tom Betting, 2 votes. Nan, Dylan Wimpress, 3 votes. Ureila Districts versus Harndorf. Harndorf, Troy Parker Bowers, 1 vote. Harndorf, Adam Trenorden, 2 votes. Ureila, Ryan Turner, 3 votes. Round 6, Mount Lofty with the bye. Blackwood versus Ureila. Ureila, Nick Amado, 1 vote. Ureila, Cooper Nykamp, 2 votes. Ureila, Harry Allen, 3 votes. Ichunga versus Onka Valley, Thomas Mayo, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Damien Green, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Tyson Pake, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Mount Barker. Nan, Lachlan Cross, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Lockie Murphy, 2 votes. Nan, Damon Hill, 3 votes. Harndorf versus Lobethal. Harndorf, Braden Hopgood, 1 vote. Harndorf, Riley Clamp, 2 votes. Harndorf, Joel Parker Bowers, 3 votes. Round 7, Harndorf with the bye. Mount Barker versus Blackwood. Mount Barker, Kobe Cockshell, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Jamie Grouch, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Blake Fitch, 3 votes. Lobethal versus Mount Lofty. Lobethal, James Braidwood, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Riley Grundy, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Tyson Hone, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Nan Bremer. Onka Valley, Damien Green, 1 vote. Nan, Jamie Drew, 2 votes. Nan, Damon Hill, 3 votes. Ureila Districts versus Ichunga. Ichunga, Brett Turner, 1 vote. Ureila, Frank Timpano, 2 votes. Ureila, Nick Amado, 3 votes. Round 8, Mount Barker had the bye. Ichunga versus Lobethal. Ichunga, Andre Perella, 1 vote. Lobethal, Peter Bampton, 2 votes. Lobethal, Cooper Luke, 3 votes. Mount Lofty versus Onka Valley. Mount Lofty, Sam McTaggart, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Zachary Kuiper, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Mark Nielsen, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Ureila Districts. Nan, William Brooks, 1 vote. Ureila, Thomas Worthley, 2 votes. Nan, Damon Hill, 3 votes. Harndorf versus Blackwood. Harndorf, Riley Clamp, 1 vote. Harndorf, Troy Parker Bowers, 2 votes. Blackwood, Tyson Clark, 3 votes. Round 9, the bye was with Lobethal. Mount Lofty versus Ichunga. Mount Lofty, Brendan Hone, 1 vote. Ichunga, Matthew Rayett, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Max Borden, 3 votes. Ureila Districts versus Mount Barker. Mount Barker, Kobe Cockshell, 1 vote. Ureila, Frank Timpano, 2 votes. Ureila, Harry Allen, 3 votes. Blackwood versus Nan. Nan, Kurt Waterman, 1 vote. Nan, Jamie Drew, 2 votes. Nan, Dylan Wimpress, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Harndorf. Harndorf, Jaron Mayle, 1 vote. Harndorf, Noah Prenzler, 2 votes. Harndorf, Joel Parker Bowers, 3 votes. So that gets us to the halfway mark. Jeffrey?
All right, Bruce, we're at the top of the straight. And unlike the previous 2 counts, pretty tight here. Tyson Hone, Damon Hill on 11, Sam Callens on 10, Dylan Wimpress 9, Joel Parker-Bowles, Adam Tenor and his Arndorf teammate on 8. Exciting conclusion here, as I said, the 57th male medal count. Bring us home, Brucey.
Thank you, Jeff. Round 10, Echunga with the bye. Onka Valley versus Mount Barker. Mount Barker, Billy Stokes, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Luke Giles, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Damien Hines, 3 votes. Blackwood versus Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty, Josh Sykes, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Archer Borden, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Tyson Hone, 3 votes. Lobethal versus Uradla. Uradla, Lockie Schultz, 1 vote. Lobethal, Jacob Collins, 2 votes. Uradla, Frank Timpano, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Harndorf. Harndorf, Jesse Landers, 1 vote. Nan, Damon Hill, 2 votes. Nan, Dylan Wimpress, 3 votes. Uradla with the bye for round 11. Harndorf versus Echunga. Harndorf, James Tripodi, 1 vote. Echunga, Brett Turner, 2 votes. Harndorf, Sam Williams, 3 votes. Mount Barker versus Lobethal. Lobethal, Peter Bampton, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Jamie Crouch, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Damien Hines, 3 votes. Mount Lofty versus Nan. Mount Lofty, Tyson Hone, 1 vote. Nan, Lachlan May, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Harry Weeks, 3 votes. Blackwood versus Onka Valley. Blackwood, River Moore, 1 vote. Onka Valley, David Lees, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Jake Adcock, 3 votes. Round 12, the bye was with Blackwood. Lobethal versus Onka Valley. Onka Valley, Zachary Kuiper, 1 vote. Lobethal, Cooper Luke, 2 votes. Lobethal, James Braidwood, 3 votes. Mount Barker versus Harndorf. Harndorf, Daniel Zander, 1 vote. Harndorf, Joel Parker Bowers, 2 votes. Harndorf, Braden Hopgood, 3 votes. Echunga versus Nan. Nan, Jamie Drew, 1 vote. Echunga, Matthew Rayett, 2 votes. Nan, Damon Hill, 3 votes. Uradla Districts versus Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty, Mark Nilsson, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Kai Tucker, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Tyson Hone, 3 votes. Round 13, bye with Nan. Lobethal versus Blackwood. Lobethal, Cooper Luke, 1 vote. Lobethal, Peter Bampton, 2 votes. Lobethal, Jacob Collins, 3 votes. Echunga versus Mount Barker. Echunga, Andre Perella, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Samuel Callens, 2 votes. Echunga, Brett Turner, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Uradla. Onka Valley, Sam Green, 1 vote. Uradla, Frank Timpano, 2 votes. Uradla, Thomas Worthley, 3 votes. Mount Lofty versus Harndorf. Harndorf, Joel Parker Bowers, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Tyson Hone, 2 votes. Harndorf, Braden, Hopgood, 3 votes. Round 14, Onka Valley had the bye. Itchunga versus Blackwood. Blackwood, Patrick Hall, 1 vote. Blackwood, Michael Thompson, 2 votes. Blackwood, Troy Hocking, 3 votes. Mount Barker versus Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty, Max Borden, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Kobe Cockshell, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Jake Aish, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Lobethal. Nan, Archer Connolly, 1 vote. Nan, Dylan Wimpress, 2 votes. Nan, Tom Bedding, 3 votes. Harndorf versus Uradler. Uradler, Frank Timpano, 1 vote. Harndorf, Sam Williams, 2 votes. Harndorf, Braden Hopgood, 3 votes. Round 15, Mount Lofty with the bye. Uradler Districts versus Blackwood. Uradler, Tom Kluvenek, 1 vote. Uradler, Harry Allen, 2 votes. Uradler, Cooper Spry, 3 votes. Mount Barker versus Nan. Nan, Kurt Waterman, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Blake Fidge, 2 votes. Nan, Lachlan May, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Itchunga. Onka Valley, Phoenix Lions, 1 vote. Itchunga, Matthew Rayat, 2 votes. Onka Valley, Edward Smart, 3 votes. Lobethal versus Harndorf. Lobethal, Jacob Collins, 1 vote. Harndorf, Braden Hopgood, 2 votes. Harndorf, Riley Clamp, 3 votes. Round 16, bye with Harndorf. Blackwood versus Mount Barker. Blackwood, Tyson Clark, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Daniel Bennett, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Samuel Callens, 3 votes. Itchunga versus Uradler. Uradler, Harry Allen, 1 vote. Uradler, Thomas Gepp, 2 votes. Uradler, Frank Timpano, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Onka Valley. Nan, Jamie Drew, 1 vote. Nan, Dylan Wimpress, 2 votes. Nan, Damon Hill, 3 votes. Lobethal, Mount Lofty versus Lobethal. Mount Lofty, Kai Tucker, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Mark Nielsen, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Tyson Hone, 3 votes. Round 17. Mount Barker with the bye. Lobethal versus Itchunga. Lobethal, Mitchell Weeks, 1 vote. Lobethal, James Elliott, 2 votes. Lobethal, Jacob Collins, 3 votes. Blackwood versus Harndorf. Harndorf, Sam Williams, 1 vote. Harndorf, Jaron Mail, 2 votes. Harndorf, Zabian Parker Bowers, 3 votes. Uradler Districts versus Nan. Nan, Elijah Rupchik, 1 vote. Uradler, Frank Timpano, 2 votes. Nan, Lachlan May, 3 votes. Onka Valley versus Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty, Mark Nielsen, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Jake Aish, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Tyson Hone, 3 votes. Round 18, Lobethal with the bye. Harndorf versus Onka Valley. Harndorf, Jesse Landers, 1 vote. Onka Valley, Jaden Howard, 2 votes. Harndorf, Sam Hayden, 3 votes. Mount Barker versus Uradler. Uradler, Tom Kluvenek, 1 vote. Mount Barker, Luke Giles, 2 votes. Mount Barker, Samuel Callens, 3 votes. Nan Bremer versus Blackwood. Nan, Damon Hill, 1 vote. Nan Dylan Wimpress, 2 votes. Nan Brock Knott, 3 votes. Ichunga versus Mount Lofty. Ichunga, Brett Turner, 1 vote. Mount Lofty, Sam McTaggart, 2 votes. Mount Lofty, Max Borden, 3 votes. And with that, I'd like to proud to announce the winner of the 2024 male medal from Mount Lofty on 26 votes is Tyson Hone. Whilst Tyson makes his way up, congratulate Damon Hill from the Nambrema on 20 votes as runner-up.
And with that, I'd like to ask President Travis Lynn to come up, and also Alan Teely from the award sponsor from the Blair Hotel. Tyson, come forward, my good man. Well done. Is it the new look this year about the mullet? Just captured the umpires' votes, you think?
Yeah, no. Put in a bit of blonde tips throughout the year as well, so yeah, a bit different this year. But.
Fantastic. All right, second year back at Mount Lofty, first year as captain. How you found out you're not an old guy yourself in a young side. So how did you find out the extra responsibility? Did you find that perhaps urged you on to play a bit better as far as an inspiring leader?
Yeah, well, sorry, it's a bit high. Yeah, our group is actually quite young as well, so I still feel like I'm one of the older boys. But yeah, with Milesy and Weeksy there, they make it pretty easy with their leadership. So yeah, it was sort of not too bad with those boys alongside me to help me along the way. So.
Yeah, you had a bit of success as a junior down at Sturt, under 18 flag, reserves flag. What was the incentive to come back to Mount Lofty? Because I said you're still a young man, just thought you'd gone as far as you could, or?
Yeah, no, I loved my time down at Sturt, and I just thought after a while the time was right to come back home to the Devs, and like where the group was going, so made the decision quite easy. So.
Yeah, with your success you've had this year, obviously with the rep footy, also representing the state, well done on that. Any chance that you might rekindle the interest or hunger to go back and play at another higher level?
Yeah, not too sure at the moment, but still just loving my time at Mount Lofty, and yeah, really enjoying the extra responsibility, and hopefully we can go a little bit further this year and for years to come as well.
Now, with the family, because Mum Jodie, who's been around football for a very long time, but your dad, Damien, was a very good soccer player. Was there any chance growing up that you'd follow and play the world game, or footy was always the go?
Did play soccer for about 2 years, and then it was pouring down with rain at one point, and I was drenched after a game of soccer, and I thought it wasn't for me. So, and out the backyard with the brothers playing footy, enjoyed that a bit too much. So.
I was going to say, get a bit competitive because you've got Bruno, he'll tell you how good he is, past premiership player. And of course, Joshy, who, of course, state football and also carving up with Sturt. So pretty competitive for a little bloke to get a kick.
Yeah, definitely. No, me and Josh, would put the gloves on in the backyard and smack each other in the face a little bit. And then one of us would get a bit angry and go crying to mum or whatever. But yeah, that's usually how it went.
And being the youngest, you'd probably get all the sympathy, no doubt.
Absolutely.
All right, Josh becomes the third. Tyson did it again. Tyson becomes the third Mount Lofty male medalist behind Adam Trzynski and, of course, Sammy Miles. I'm sure there's a few people in the club you'd like to thank.
First of all, I'll just thank my family, all of them, because I got a fair bit there. So. They're always great support, always at the games and whatnot, so it's always good. Thank you to the Mount Lofty Footy Club. Obviously, just love it there. All the players, the staff, the coaching staff, everyone. It's really good. Love it. Thank you to the HFL and the umpires. Probably give you a bit of stick out there on the field, but that happens. So thank you very much. But yeah, so thank you.
Well done. Please, once again, congratulate Tyson Hone. All right, we're just about getting towards the end of the presentation, so I'd like to invite Mac to say a few words. I'll get it right this time. Matt? No. Travis Lynn.
Thanks, Pistols. First of all, congratulations to all the winners tonight and the juniors on Monday night. It was a good night Monday night. Had some counts and all that, so well done to all winners. Congratulations. Well done to Michael and Alex. 250 A-grade games is pretty good. Congratulations, HFL Life members. So well done. Thanks again to the sponsors. So Work Locker come on board this year, naming right sponsors of the Hills Footy League. So thank you to them. The Courier, Sports Centre, Sharon, Think Road, Safety, Sports Power Mount Barker, and all the final siren sponsors. We couldn't do it without any of them, so they get us out there. Handoff Old Mill today, thank you. All the staff working tonight, and Kimberly behind the scenes and stuff like that. Pistols, Goldie and JJ and the crew tonight, thank you. It's been fantastic, streaming it live again, so all our grand finals from under 12s right through to A grade this season will be streamed live, which is a huge effort, so thank you. Great job tonight. A lot of effort's gone into it. Thank you to the board, the Hills Footy League board. So we've got Tim, Bruce, Mark, Katie, John, Paul. Yeah, all your efforts through the season. It's been magnificent, so thank you. Thanks to all the support from the clubs. It's been amazing this year. There's quality people in all footy clubs, and they just want the best, the same as what we want is a bigger and better Hills Football League, which I think we've made good ground this year to make it better, and we've got more steps to make next year. So, thank you to all them. Sam's like the glue that holds us all together over the year. We overwork her, we underpay her. But she does a magnificent job. So she put everything together tonight with all the PowerPoints and all that, and what she does during the year, like all clubs would know, your first point of call is Sam, and even your second point of call is probably Sam again. So thank you again, Sam. Great job. Thank you to the umpires this season. It's not hard it's not easy to go out there and be an umpire and all that. I've copped a fair bit of criticism about you guys, which I know that it's a hard job to go out there. You've got to be the lawmakers on the Saturdays and all that. I've even goal umpired a couple games, and the advice you get from the players, I know that it's probably not always good, but you guys do a good job, so thank you. Well done for all the winners already in the women's footy, grand final winners and all that, and good luck to all the teams that are still involved in finals. We've still got a couple more weeks, and it's quality football in the finals, as you know, all the cream comes to the top. It's going to be a really good final series that we got left, so prelim final and semi-finals and prelim and grand final for Div 1. So good luck to all them. Thank you, and drive carefully home. Thanks, Pistols.
All right, well, that wraps up the 2024 Hills Football League presentation night. Once again, as I said, reiterate what Trav said. Well done to all the winners, to all the teams playing in the finals. All the best for the rest of the season. Drive carefully, keep chasing your goals. And for those watching us on live stream, please stay tuned because we'll be having some extra interviews with all the award winners coming up shortly. So until then, bye for now.
to the HFL 2024 male medal count here at the Harneth Old Mill, and well, with the HFLW 2024 best and fairest, Arabella Prowse for the second time now. Congratulations, Arabella.
Thank you very much, JJ.
What was the feeling like when you found out you won and when you saw the count? What was just the general feeling?
Yeah, obviously super excited, a bit shocked again. I definitely didn't expect to poll so strongly those first rounds, and obviously I wasn't sure what to expect with the last couple of games considering my knee, so it was great.
And was it sort of a different pre-season this year, or how did you take the pre-season?
Yeah, it was probably different for our club in general. We were really low on numbers at the start of the season, so we were relying on our under-17 girls a lot. But it also meant that our core group as a team came together really strongly, and we just loved playing with each other. But in terms of skills and fitness and everything, it looked pretty similar to the other years, pretty much.
And what do you think your strengths are as a player, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, what do you think your strengths are?
Oh, it's a hard one. I think I'd like to come away from every game knowing that I gave it my best shot, which probably sounds a bit stupid, but I think and like to think that I try really hard out there and I do what's best for the team. Head over the footy and just, work as hard as I can.
And obviously winning it a couple of years ago, how's it different to the last win in any way?
Ooh, probably just different this year because I didn't quite finish the season and I didn't get to play in finals. So I guess from a selfish point of view, it's nice to get some recognition because we didn't quite get that as a team. But yeah, definitely thanks to my teammates that I can be in this position. So yeah.
And was there any game in particular that you thought you played well as a team and as an individual, or any sort of purple patch or anything like that?
Yeah, I think it's quite hard in our league because we have a few games where the difference in points can be quite significant. So I think those games where we play quite similar teams like Lofty or Uradler, for example, they're the ones that I get the most out of. And so, yeah, it's just good to play in tight games and do the best that we can.
And lastly, it's so good how the HFLW has grown in the last few years, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's just amazing, an amazing opportunity for all the younger girls coming up, and it's just great to see.
Well, congratulations again, and thank you for your time, and good luck for next year, and well done again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Stay tuned, and we'll be interviewing the other award winners.
After an incredible 2024 HFL male medal count, and father-son combination from Gummaraka have had a big night. We'll start with Mark Weaver, Coach of the Year. Mark, congratulations. Obviously, it's about the team success, but a great feather in your cap, a second year in the competition to be named Coach of the Year.
Yeah, no, I was a bit of a surprise, to be honest with you. I didn't see it coming, but the club has been great for 2 years now. The competition's obviously changed a bit this year, and new coaches into our division, and so we'll definitely put ourselves, each week was a different week. We had a coach this year, and so no, it was a good experience for me, and stoked to win the award.
And how is it, the son getting the male medal? What does it mean to you as the coach and then and the father?
Yeah, so as a coach, obviously he's had a great year. So as a coach, he's played really well through the year. Played every game, got himself, fit early, and what he did do was he brought back his knowledge and his skill set, and obviously his fitness base from where he had been to Gummaraka. As a parent, I couldn't have been more prouder of him, and hopefully, I'm sure he has. He's a winner, and he's got one more good game left in him. I'm sure he has, and we can't wait till next week.
Dill, your thoughts on Dad getting Coach of the Year firstly?
Yeah, super stoked as well. It's a good night for us both and the family, and yeah, definitely one we'll look back on as well, and very, very proud as well.
And personally, have you achieved anything like this before in your footy career, winning a male medal or that sort of thing?
Had a little bit of individual success, but probably not as much team success. So really looking forward to a week's time, and getting out there and hopefully getting another one.
How did it come about? You coming to Gummaraka this season? What? Obviously, Dad is coach, but what got you across the line to come and play some country footy for Gummaraka?
Dad's a draw card. I've got my cousin out there as well, and yes, Sam Hanna, who's won the medal the past 3 years. He's one of my best mates. So had a lot of good connections, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
And in terms of Sam, three-time male medalist, what did he? I guess you might have had a chat to him entering the season about the competition, and what did he have to say to you?
I've been good mates with Sam for a long period of time now, and yeah, he pretty much just said it's footy's footy. It's a little bit sort of more contested, and the grounds are a bit smaller. It's much more contested. But I think myself and us as a club, we love that brand of footy, and hopefully put it together for one more week.
Gummaraka Footy Club, what's it mean to the family for you guys?
Oh, it's fantastic, mate. Like, my wife, our daughter, and obviously Dylan as well. It's great to come up there, training during the week. I love it. And obviously on a Saturday, the boys are really good. They're accommodating, understanding of what, we want from as far as team success goes, and it's just a great thrill for us, and just can't wait to get to the ground next Saturday, mate.
And finally, Dill, your thoughts? Gummaraka Footy Club, first season. What does it mean to you?
It's been great. I think, as I said before, no matter what club you go to, they're all based and run off volunteers and support staff and locals who love the club. So it's been great to meet all those people of Gummaraka. Super grateful for the opportunity, and hopefully we can do them proud in a week's time.
Fantastic. It'll either be Birdwood or Kangarilla. All the best and congratulations tonight, Mark and Dylan Weaver. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back shortly with a chat with Tyson Hone, male medalist from Mount Lofty. And welcome back, 2024 HFL male medal. Tyson Hone, Mount Lofty, winning the Div 1 male medal. How good?
It was pretty exciting count, and a little bit nervous towards the end, but it was a good result. So.
Hey, I grew up, I've got to admit here, I grew up on the same street as you, across the road from you. I knew your dedication and the rivalry you had with the brothers growing up. How were those days with you and your three brothers? That's right, pretty competitive?
Four brothers and a sister.
Four, that's right.
No, they were very, very competitive. So, no matter what sport it was, we always made a competition out of it. We were always left, very competitive, very always angry at each other. And, Mum had to come out and settle us down a little bit after it all. So.
Does that carry on in terms of your attack on the footy, in terms of the tackling, because you love to get in there and hunt it?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always been a pretty small fella, so still probably the smallest on the team. So I gotta just go in and put my head over it pretty much. So that's the way I go about it.
So Alex Weeks has been captain for a few seasons now. How did it come about you becoming captain? Do you remember that conversation, and were you like, "Yep, I want to be captain straight away"?
I just Alex decided to step down with commitments with 24 Fit, and obviously he's got his little family now at the moment as well. So he's stepped down, and we sort of as a group just had a vote, and the boys sort of put my name out there, and I was happy to do so. As I find myself as a bit of a leader. So and that's basically how it came about.
What sort of traits do you bring to the side as the leader, off the field and on the field?
I always try to just lead by example. On the field, I just sort of go in and do what I do best, and try and just rally the boys and to come along with me. And then just try and keep positive, talk to the lads, just get them up and about as much as I can, so that we can play the best we can. Pretty much.
How have you found the Hills footy competition? Enjoyed the competitive spirit of it?
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up with a lot of the boys that are playing in the HFL. Played down at Sturt with a lot of them, I really enjoy the competitive side of it. And there's some pretty good players down here, so it's always good fun.
I mean, it's a great achievement to win the male medal. What does it mean to you?
It's pretty special. I remember as a young fella sort of looking up to blokes like Sammy Miles who won it.
10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago, there you go. So, I would always, back in 13s, 15s, looking up to him and all the older boys at Mount Lofty with pipes and that, and yeah, always just inspired to be like those lads. So yeah, and with obviously all my brothers as well. I just wanted to be the best I could be. So.
All right, so we turn attention to Sunday, final against Mount Barker. Confident the lads can bounce back?
Yeah, look, we've had a really good year, so we've earned the double chance, and I think our best footy's right up with the best teams in the comp, so hopefully we play well and get the job done.
Fantastic, well done. You've done a great achievement tonight, and all the best for Sunday. Tyson, well done.
Cheers, Goldie. Thanks, mate.
All right, coming up, we're going to wrap it up for the HFL male medal count, so don't go anywhere. More to come.
All right, back here live at the Old Mill, and what's been a fantastic night, the Hills Football League male medal counts and presentation evening. So, Goldie, just to wrap up, thoughts on the night?
Great moments all round. The highlight for me, Tyson Hone, obviously great achievement. Dylan and Mark Weaver, Coach of the Year and male medalist. What a great achievement in the family. All the best to Gumaraka. And a good senior women's count, Jaden, as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well done to Arabella Prowse, the first dual medalist. So yeah, that's great stuff by her. And had another great season despite the late injury. So well done to Arabella Prowse, and yeah, great stuff by Tyson Hone as well. And averaged about 24 disposals this year and a tackling machine. So well done to him. Great stuff.
I was listening to a couple of the counts. The country division, sort of by half time, also Arabella's winning the women. But as you said, in the Division 1 A grade, Honey came home with a really good, wet sail there in the second half of the season.
He did. Damo Hill, as media Mike Pfeiffer predicted, he had a great season and got runner-up, so well done to Damo Hill. But yeah, Tyson Hone, first year as captain, certainly led from the front.
And your thoughts?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the leadership probably helped Tyson as well, and a bit more initiative. And yeah, really good to him. Great football by him this year, and also Dylan Weaver, really good footy as well. I think the best players 13 times off by memory as well. So him and Sam Hannah are a juggernaut for Gumaraka this season. So. And
also great to see two loyal club servants get player life membership, because Alex Weeks from Mount Lofty and Michael Tudor from Uraida District, so well done to them as well. All right, plenty to come on the call of the Wild through filming footy in the next couple of weeks. This week we've got the Country Division preliminary final, then Saturday, then Saturday, Sunday. It's actually live coverage of the Division 1 A grade second semi-final, because the winner of that going straight into the big dance. That's Harndorf taking on Nan Bremer. And of course, Sunday, looking very much forward to this out of the Chunga, Benny. The knockout final, the Mountain Men clash, Mount Barker, Mount Lofty.
Yep, plenty to play for. And Friday night, if you want a little extra squeeze on top of that, we've got the under-12 grand final and the C-grade grand final being live streamed as well. So it's all here on Filming Footy and Dartfish. And Jaden, I think you agree, Pistols did a great job tonight as host.
Yeah, great job, Pistols, 10 out of 10. Fantastic.
Thank you, Jaden. I know that's high praise.
How good was the production team, obviously?
Yeah, fantastic. Joining forces with the more experienced production side, so we thank them very much. And obviously everyone enjoyed the global worldwide stream, Benny. So without further ado, that will hand off. And as we said, well done all the recipients for the Hills Football League 2024 male medal and presentation night. So without further ado, we'll sign off. Jeff Pistol on behalf of Benny Goldfinch and Jaden J. Hill. Catch you next time. Keep chasing your goals.